be able to deal with the Lancelot, but only able to deal up to a certain point, and really requires a really strong mid trio to be able to utilize this Hilda well. Once the Hilda is stopped in like what, the first 3 minutes, it's going to be quite difficult for this Hilda to really contribute in the map.
We got a full house here in the Sala Frakiao Hall. Chulalongkorn University welcomes plenty of visitors, supporters from both Team Philippines and Team Malaysia. Team Malaysia closing off their draft with a Hayabusa and a Kimi.
It's almost like for both teams, they understand what is the power picks coming in from both and kind of allowing it just to see for game number one. Because again, this is a best of 7. It's all about momentum, and at the same time, it's all about getting that information. So I think this is good. Both teams opening up in a way that I feel like both teams really wanted.
Yep, Team Malaysia getting a lot of range, a lot of power to check with relative ease, while Team Philippines slowly but surely winning in the short range. They have really good dive. I wonder how Hazik will be playing up against Lapu-Lapu, because the threats just keep on coming. Range invested in by Team Philippines, putting a Granger in the hands of Soriano.
And again, it looks like for both teams, they're getting all their signatures here. What a good way to open up the gold medal match. But now with the Granger picked up, Esmeralda is next to get banned, because there is still an opportunity, even though it's less likely when you have a Hayabusa to play double fighters, but it still has to be respected. Esmeralda also has a pretty good lane against the Lapu until the Lapu gets level 4. So now for Team Malaysia, what is going to be up for the bans here? There's still no mid laner.
Attack Pabico. I'll tell you now, Pabico still has access to the Farsa, still has access to the Lunox. These are very dangerous picks in the hands of who they call the chef.
Even Selena.
The Selena too.
Yeah.
Which, again, the Hilda can clean up the traps for, but it'll make Hazik's job just all the more that difficult.
Yep, it's hard for Hazik to continue to pressure when he's getting free damage walking over those traps.
Yeah, he's going to be forced to use Purify, but in my opinion, you'd want to pick Flicker, at least for the first 3 picks.
No, for sure, considering that you're going up against the Lapu as well as the Lancelot. But Team Malaysia, they only have 2 bans. They banned out the Farsa, which I feel like is priority number 1. Whatever next is just...
coin flip, Lunox or Selena?
There you go. I feel like the safest is the Lunox, but seeing as how Pabico has played that Selena, I can't fault them for that ban. Especially like you said, if you're going up against Selena, more than likely you have to force the Purify, and this Kimi desperately wants that Flicker.
Going into the last ban for Team Malaysia, one more. It has to be one of these mid laners, or else not at all. They dig deep. Coach Arcadia knows how deep this well runs, taking out that Loyi, a classic.
And the Khalid gets picked up. This is a very aggressive lineup coming in from Team Philippines. Almost everyone except for the Granger really wants to jump in. But with that being said, Granger has a lot of forward momentum as well. We've seen this draft before in the semifinals. Soriano had an amazing game. And now Team Malaysia, they have the Hilda, but now with the Khalid there as well. And plus any mid laner that's still available, it's going to be difficult for both the Hilda as well as the Kimi to really move forward. I wonder if they want to switch it up and put Hilda in the EXP instead and have something like a Grok in Rome.
The fear of uncertainty. And the fact that the Grok is still open, it baffles me. How did we get this far in the draft? It's clear that Team Philippines have a game plan. The Grok was not part of that. They'd rather the speed and the sustainability of a Khalid across the map. You're right. I think the Grok should be in here. But no, the Hilda has already showed up. So it's a double sustained side lane here. The Ruby going into the hands of Elton, while Idrin gets his Alice. Nice closer here for Team Malaysia.
Yeah, like I said, it's rare do we see a double fighter with the Hayabusa. It looks like Team Philippines, they close it out with a Lunox. As we hear the cheer from the crowd, this is a good opening draft coming in from Team Malaysia as well as Team Philippines. Malaysia, clearly the win condition is going to be Hazik as well as Hawk. Team Philippines, it is a very aggressive lineup where multiple of the players are the win condition. And also Vinuya on that Lapu is also win condition in itself.
Yep, for a lineup that has a marksman, which is again here and there in the current metagame, Team Philippines are not waiting for anything. Team Philippines, as soon as Soriano gets his Sky Piercer, is online. Pabico just needs to hit level 4. I don't think his kit is going to make much of a difference when it comes to weaving in and out of Team Malaysia's aggression, because Team Malaysia, there's really no scaling at all. It's just how sustainable this Alice can get and how fast these fights come.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first game here in the gold medal match. Malaysia going up against Philippines.
Initial rotations showing Team Philippines helping Nepomuceno get that purple first, while Team Malaysia invests very little in helping out Hawk. Look at the jump in by Kayum. Rarely do we see the Khalid be actually on the back foot here, the defender in this kind of matchup.
Yeah, and I feel like this is in accordance to what Malaysia wants to do. They want to get good pressure here in mid. It looks like they do want to contest for the Little Wanderer. We're going to see who gets it. Oh, look at that. De La Cruz actually gets taken down by Hawk. Hawk gets first blood.
That's what I'm saying. How often do you see the Khalid be put in its place? I'll tell you now, when there's a Hilda. The Hilda is just a more aggressive and just more devastating in the short term kind of roamer. The Khalid can own the map, can get good CC. Oh, back at it again. De La Cruz down to a fourth of his health. Can't catch a break.
Yeah, take a bit of damage. And as the Hilda, one of the only heroes at level 2, can really disrupt the quicksand guard. Nepomuceno about to hit level 4 off of this camp. All across the map here, looking at the goal lane, it does look like Elton does have a bit of trouble going up against Soriano on this Granger.
That's the range issue. So far, Team Philippines suffering a loss in mid, finding difficulty in making De La Cruz as sustainable as he should be to be able to visit the side lanes. Gold lane looking good, but how about the XP lane? What is the Lapu-Lapu like going up against the Alice?
I would say it's nothing really going on, because for both the Alice as well as the Lapu, it's more about diving the backline. Lapu is more of a kill threat, and Alice is really about the disruption. But now Vinuya already jumping forward. It looks like Hawk is able to get onto Pabico. It looks like Nepomuceno is able to grab the turtle, but Adrian goes in, able to get 2. De La Cruz tries to get out, same as Kayum. Kayum survives, but Adrian gets a kill onto De La Cruz, already forcing out the flicker from Vinuya.
A lot of wins for Team Malaysia in the here and the now. 2 kills for Hawk so far, 1 for Adrian, but the turtle still goes to Team Philippines. Pabico forced to use the brilliance, getting on out of there. Elton throwing out a nuke, trying to take down Pabico. Pabico needs these waves. He's not going to go home until he takes them. In comes Nepomuceno. Cheeky steal in that small camp.
Yep. Out a while, Team Malaysia, even with 3 kill advantage, but looking at the goal, there's really no big difference. Team Philippines equalizes by stealing camps here and there. De La Cruz forced to move forward, able to get a kill onto Hawk. Vinuya able to follow up, and now Kayum tries to get a return. De La Cruz uses the flicker, gets away.
Sandwalk, quick sand guard. The patriarch of Team Philippines able to survive. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, down bottom, in the orange buff, Team Philippines commits Grand Theft Orange. Hawk notices something's missing. Nepomuceno steals it.
Yeah, we can already see a level advantage here. Nepomuceno with level 6, Hawk on level 5. Despite Hawk having a 2 kill advantage, this just shows how important those resources in jungle is. So now Team Philippines with that play is up in lead on the goal.
LaFell, are we seeing a Lancelot cosplay as a Yusun Shin?
Yeah.
Nepomuceno is hyper farming right now, and I think this should be something Team Malaysia addresses. They've lost the lead. Gold-wise, Team Philippines are approaching 1,000 up, 4 minutes in.
And I'm pretty sure all the goal is on Nepomuceno, considering he is level 7, Hawk is level 5. Team Malaysia, yeah, like you say, they got to find a way to recover here. Vinuya taking a bit of damage, forced to use the Braver Spider to get away, and I'll fight back with Adrian, getting some spell vamp here. Kayum goes back in. But Vinuya, as a Lapu, is able to sustain not enough damage from Team Malaysia.
There's a reason why 3 out of 5 pro players will name Vinuya as their Lapu-Lapu when you ask who you think of when the hero is mentioned. Quick turtle take by Team Philippines. And I'll tell you now, secondary to maybe Nepomuceno is Soriano. Oh, Throne of Ruin by Adrian. In comes De La Cruz, cannot save Pabico. Quick sand guard, held first, and then a rampaging sandstorm, stun onto Elton. Elton dashing away. Elton might survive. Soriano now, pressure on him. shadow kill by Hawk. A stun underneath the tier 1 down bottom. Idreen, the sustain. Elton goes. Nepomuceno takes another. Kayum falls.
Yep, and all by the start of Vinuya. Soriano unable to get a hit onto Idreen, but look at this. Nepomuceno once more, full HP. It looks like he's going to be happy with grabbing this orange buff and forcing Hawk out of his own jungle.
2 counts of Grand Theft Orange. I'm pretty sure the GOAT had breakfast, but he's still hungry for more. De La Cruz forced to use the flicker once again. It's amazing how Team Philippines are able to put so much pressure on their own roamer because everyone else can take care of it.
Team Philippines understand the main win condition is going to be Hawk, so not only avoiding death in the hands of this Hayabusa, but also making sure that this Hayabusa does not get the skill up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And all down bot, Soriano is being protected by De La Cruz. Elton tries to get a kill, and Kayum seeing Papico there, not gonna risk it. Soriano survives, and Team Malaysia at this point, I would say their best course of action is try to delay it just a little bit so that Hawk gets back in terms of gold and EXP, so that they can fight in a more even field.
You mentioned those 2 things. Team Philippines are up on that. XP and gold. 4,000 approaching. This is the final turtle spawning upper quarter. It's frustrating to be Idreen right now, given that Vinuya seems to be an immovable object. It's so hard to say, stay down, don't rotate, because the Alice just can't push as quick as the Lapu-Lapu, even if she wins that lane.
Yeah, and winning lane is very subjective there because Alice really does not have kill pressure over fighters and tanks. All she really do is just disrupt over to the back line and hoping for your carry to do the work.
Here comes Vinuya, got 3 on him. De La Cruz jumps in with the rampaging sandstorm. Papico waiting for the final moment. Gets a lot of damage on him, flickers on out. Nepomuceno takes the turtle. Elton taken down by Vinuya. Hazik falls to Soriano. Gets a double. Hawk falls. Idreen in the back line takes down Papico. Takes a while to go down. Gleam on out, making Team Philippines work for this kill. Surviving just a little longer. Soriano misses with that hit. Going through these turrets might be an execute, but De La Cruz still scores.
That's the correct play because you do not want to give more Sky Piercer stacks over to Soriano. So Idreen understood there was no way that he was going to survive. Might as well give it over to the Khalid rather than the Granger. So good play.
LaFell, this is a huge XP gap between Hawk and Nepomuceno. You see that 12-8.
At least Hawk does get that orange buff. So as bad as it is, it could really be worse. Vinuya gets Kayum, good stun, not gonna commit. And Team Philippines is there, gets onto Vinuya. Do they really want to go for this?
Setting up the Throne of Ruin. Idreen finds 2. Vinuya falls, serving up a kill to Hawk.
Again, it's all about slowing it down just a little bit, stop the bleeding, and then eventually they'll be at least in terms of items, at an even pace. Hawk getting the support of Team Malaysia, making it so that he doesn't lose by that much. But hold on, quick engage by De La Cruz. Looks like Hazik is able to get that kill, but Team Philippines, they really just want to get this mid turret. And look at Idreen, forces Papico to use his dash away. Nepomuceno is low. Hazik wants to go for the kill. Nepomuceno trying to get away. Level 13 here, might get caught. Hawk is not able to do it. Nepomuceno gets away, and Vinuya is there onto Idreen. Nowhere to go. Killing spree for Soriano.
From Manila with love, signed, sealed, and delivered in Bangkok, Thailand. Nepomuceno runs through the competition and survives what must have been a lethal dive. I mean, Team Malaysia did get the push out, got a kill here and there, but now it's a 6,000 gold lead with the Lord spawning. LaFell, is there room for them to contest?
I think instead of contesting, you really want to get some kind of pickoffs here because, again, you want more farm onto Hawk. And at this point, you know, being this low, maybe not. Oh, Hazik moves forward, but De La Cruz is there to block for Papico.
De La Cruz here, acting as a shield from minute 0. 3 kills, that's actually more than you can ask for. Rampaging Sandstorm, point blank. De La Cruz falls, in comes Idreen. Kayum gives a stack over to Soriano, and Soriano gets caught out. Hawk with a shutdown. Elton holding on, gets a sustain. Nepomuceno on man-to-man defense, gets taken down. Hazik falls as well, 2 for 3. Team Malaysia getting some on the way out.
And this is the kind of player Hazik is. He is selfless. He's not thinking about his own kid. Hold on, Ogi Shadow Kill use. Nepomuceno still grabs the Lord. Hawk tries to get away. Vinuya is there. Flickered by Pabico, unable to get Hawk. Back to my point, this is the kind of player Hazik is. He understands what he has to do, even if he has to sacrifice his own life. Dying, but able to get onto Soriano. It's more about resetting those stacks rather than those kills. Benito looks like overstepping a little bit. Hazik secures the kill.
It's come to the point where Team Philippines are approaching the late game mark, and there's very little they can get without full committal. And I think Team Malaysia is so good at reading that they're saying, hey, there's nothing Team Philippines can get without fully doing it all the way. And that is the space Team Malaysia should play in right now. It's come to a point where 6,000 gold seems to be the max that Team Philippines can get. So with that said, Team Malaysia should just, I'd say, welcome this Lord.
Yep.
Accept the fact that these tier 2s might fall and at least keep themselves close. Like, don't let this grow up to an 8K gold lead.
Dangerous item build here. Nepomuceno is in the fray. The Lord is about to jump in. Lux, the Holy Shields will protect Team Malaysia. Should be able to deal with the Lord, but not like you said. This tier 2, Team Philippines is on it. Kayum gets caught by Vinuya as well as De La Cruz, but in mid, Hazik as well as Elton are doing their very best to clear the minions, and looks like for now they're able to. Vinuya is there, all alone, is going to get taken down by Hawk. Killing spree for this Hayabusa.
Not much De La Cruz could have done to save his XP laner. Vinuya constantly, I think for the second time now in 2 minutes, actually just overstepping, overcommitting, getting taken down. That's free economy for Malaysia, XP and gold they need to stop the bleeding. 11.5 minutes in, Lord spawning in the lower quarter in about a minute. Not a single turret taken down by Malaysia. Lafel, where do you think Malaysia can find space to get the map back? Because that is where they own it. Elton with the I'm offended. Soriano, very low. Heals up via the spell vamp. Kayum bites it. Elton now the next up on the dock. Hazik falls. Pabico with the dive. Idrin gleams on out of here. Nepomuceno on him. Nepomuceno looks to finish the job. Not underneath the tier 3. Hawk secures his purple. Nepomuceno gets a puncture on. All in an effort to push tier 2.
Yeah, valiant effort, but one of the biggest game changer there was De La Cruz with that Blade of Heptases. Way too much damage on the Team Malaysia. Hawk trying his very best to defend here. Ogi Shadow Kill onto Soriano as well as the waves. Able to get out of there for now. And Idrin hits onto tree. Vinuya gets the kill. And on the minions, marching on in. Elton flying, gets onto Pabico. Hawk secures the kill. Kayum all the way in the back. Elton still surviving with a spell vamp.
Massive combo on there. Don't run Wolf King, holding them down but not taking care of the minion waves. They do take down Pabico. De La Cruz follows up. It's all just Hawk left. Nepomuceno finds him. That's the wipeout. Soriano with the shutdown. Game 1 goes to Team Philippines.
Congratulations to Team Philippines winning game number 1. But that was a good opener between Malaysia as well as Philippines, showing fight from both sides. And Team Malaysia willing to fight back, but now it's back to the drawing board. But in my personal opinion, I feel like for both teams, they really don't have to adjust that much because the concept is sound. I feel like just Team Malaysia was not ready for Nepomuceno to take the buffs away from Hawk.
I agree. It wasn't a bad draft for Team Malaysia. It's just a draft that I think Team Philippines read well into, that had a very specific window that they just walked right in. It might have been just a Lancelot.
Yeah.
If it was any other, I don't think any other hero in the current metagame could have done that.
I mean, maybe Nolan?
But I think the Nolan on Alpuerta from the women's division might have been a very specific thing. So yeah, game 2, quick adjustment. If you can find a way to end up with the same draft, just take care of the Lancelot.
Yeah. Maybe even consider if they really want to get that Hayabusa or a Yi Sun Shin, because the Yi Sun Shin was open, but you can't imagine a Yi Sun Shin in that situation as well might still suffer quite a bit.
You can catch him.
Yeah, you can catch him. The only real blunder was the attempt up top onto getting Soriano, but it's not really a blunder considering the fact that they almost got that kill, and if they did, it would be a big turnaround for Team Malaysia. And like I said, we got to look at the items here because the big difference was that Blade of Heptases on De La Cruz And that's a damage that sometimes you don't consider going up against a Khalid, because I believe before that point, he did not have that Blade of Heptases on.
Nope.
So the calculation was a bit different.
That's right. More lethal than maybe even a snowball or a telegraphed attack is the sudden clutch of a roamer that was previously dying over and over again. You put him up against the corner and then suddenly he shanks you. That's what this Khalid did. And even Qayyum, one of the best roamers in the game right now, on a hero that is one of the best in the game right now, the Hilda, she was just going down a little too quick for my taste, especially in a late game defense like that.
Yeah. But at that point, again, Soriano has a lot of stacks on that Sky Piercer, a lot of damage from De La Cruz. All in all, good performance from all 10 athletes on the stage. Essentially, everyone doing their respective jobs in their role. So, looking forward to see how this best of 7 really progresses.
I'm rarely Jonathan McBlames here, but maybe it's down to the coaches now.
Yeah.
Maybe this is... I also usually do not believe in curses or destiny, but did you know that Coach Arc has never defeated Philippines Cruz, Coach RC?
Yep. Definitely one of the big conversations all over social media. And look at this. Look at the damage coming in from De La Cruz. At that point, that's like, what, 20% damage from a roamer, and the rest is all about Soriano cleaning up. So it really is just something that you have to get used to as this best of 7 continues. And this is one of the advantages of a longer series. You get time to adjust. You establish essentially a new muscle memory, all right? You kind of forget all the other games that you've had before and just hyper-focus on the one that you're in now, and you start to get used to the habits. But that's for both Malaysia as well as Philippines. So as crazy as it sounds, both teams might get stronger as this best of 7 continues.
Our MVP for game number 1, Soriano, also known as Kiel1 Oheb, 9-1-1, died once, got shut down, and close to hitting that holy grail of 1,000 gold per minute at 938.
Yep. I would say this is one of the more impressive gold per minute, because this wasn't a stomp. It was quite a fight between both teams.
They kept it close.
Yeah, between all of the games that we've seen throughout the SEA game. So very impressive by Soriano, able to get that, considering the fact that Nepomuceno took a lot of farm for himself as well.
Oh yeah. This is just that dynamic that Team Philippines has amongst them for what seems to be like 8 months now. The duo of Nepomuceno and Soriano, also known as Baby Cakes, seem to be one-upping each other in game. They're trying to out-farm each other, and I could have sworn the MVP was going to be Nepomuceno.
Yeah, the difference goal is only like 500 to 600. So
yep.
That shows how fast Nepomuceno was able to farm up. So that's definitely going to be something that Team Malaysia is going to consider. And as good as Idrin is on this Alice, I do wonder if the coaching staff feels like they need to give him something with just a little bit more damage.
Something more proactive. I did mention and note that unless Team Malaysia just gets into a position of dominance and control early on, this had very little late game promise. So what do you suggest, LaFell? Something, wait, was it? No, they banned the Dragon. What else did they leave open that could have, are you saying just bring out the Hellcurt?
Hellcurt, Arlet, we really have to see, because I feel like this Alice pick was because of that Hilda. You kind of need someone else to frontline that can actually has a big AoE setup. Despite that, he did the most damage for Team Malaysia, 24%. And it really is just because he's able to stick around against Team Philippines for quite a while. So there you go. Game number 1 has concluded between Team Malaysia as well as Team Philippines. And that was a good starter. And just to remind everyone, this is a best of 7. So the first 4 wins.
We are 1 point on for Team Philippines. This gives Team Malaysia a little bit of space. I don't think they're sweating though just yet.
Yeah.
I think this game 1 should be a vibe check as to how much Team Philippines wants to fight. And if you're going to watch the first 2 to 3 minutes, the answer is still not as much. They still want to invest in where they think their power spike really hits.
Yeah, and I agree with you. This is more on the coaches at this point, because they saw the map as a whole. You know, they see everything that the players don't see, right? So they see the macro for both Team Malaysia as well as Team Philippines. So it really is about those macro changes, because I feel like the players on stage, they're at the height of mechanics, macro. Now it really is kind of like a chess match. MCGG. And now with that, we're going for a short break, but after return, we will resume the gold medal match between Malaysia against Philippines.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm not interested in offer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't hear it. Yes. I didn't acknowledge it. Are we meeting offer? So after SEA Games.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 33rd SEA Games here in Thailand. This is the gold medal match, Malaysia against Philippines. My name is Rafael, alongside me is Leo, and this is going to be game number 2 where Team Philippines was able to get point number 1.
I actually forgot there was so much happening in that post game. How long did game 1 last? It felt
12 minutes.
There
12
you
minutes,
go.
12
12, 13,
yeah.
single lord.
Yes, yes.
So if anything, Team Malaysia in their game 1 draft, again, we mentioned how it's more on the coaches because we're assuming that it's an equal mechanics and macro matchup between the players. We agree that maybe XP Lane was, even if Idrin dealt the most damage and possibly even took the most, he needed something more proactive. He needed something that was more online in the moment.
I actually feel like he did his job very well. It's just I feel like for Team Malaysia, they just need something a little bit more. That's it. Because you cannot say that he had a bad game.
Exactly. What if he did his job? Yes, but what if it's the wrong job? For the moment.
Moment.
The moment.
Moment. There you
Yep.
go. But again, his Momo, he can't say no. Give him whatever the team needs.
Exactly, and that's not on him, right?
Yeah.
I think it's more on the powers that be, Veki and Arcadia. So, on paper, what was left again, the Hellcurt, which again is not as weird anymore for me. The Arlot going up against the Lapu-Lapu, sure. I now get why Team Philippines banned the Esmeralda so quickly. It just made so much sense.
Because in games that Team Malaysia is having a hard time, you got to look at Adrian. He finds a way to delay the game enough so that eventually you're able to fight on an equal field. And at that point, I would say it's more fair. That's the good thing about what Team Philippines is doing, is that skewing the favor towards them, making a bit unfair so that whenever Hawk does jump in, either he doesn't have enough HP or damage.
Now you mentioned it. Having known these players and this team for a while, they're reviewing their performance there.
What else could I have done? Yeah.
Where do you think Hawk's mind is right now? Because that wasn't a Hawk game, man. That's not how the Sky Prince flies.
Actually, I was quite impressed with his performance despite all the pressure that he had. He looked like he had a very cool hit. He didn't force too many kills. Like, he did attempts. It just didn't work out. So I feel like for Hawk, I think he's in a very good mindset where he understood the possibilities of what is happening in this game and is taking it strong and still doing his very best for the country.
And that's just what makes him who he is. That's why
that shows that he has matured. He doesn't let his emotions cloud his judgments. He's like, okay, I gotta take it slow. If I find my opportunity, I'm gonna go for it. If not, he's like, you know what, game number 2, I'm gonna make sure that my jungle is safe. And talking to Kayum as well as Hazik is like, you guys need to help me out just a little bit more.
Go again.
Go again, yeah.
That is why he's the Sky Prince. But truly, the way you explain it sounds like king-ish to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, he is going up against the GOAT.
And they're friends. Like, even the GOAT.
They are.
Yeah, even the
For more
GOAT.
than a year now.
Nepomuceno publicly said, like, yeah, he likes Hawk. They are friends behind the scene because Hawk, honestly, is just, he's still a kid. He's very nice, very humble.
Nepomuceno sees himself in Hawk.
Yeah. So,
and that is one of the highest kind of compliments you could get in the realm of MLBB.
like, on stage, these are rivals and friends. Like, no matter the result, we know that all the players will be happy with each other. Whoever gets the goal, good for you. And I'm sure they're having fun because each of them are being pushed, right? They feel like they're having a real game here in the grand finals in SEA Games 33rd here in Thailand.
You know what I think? I think Team Malaysia is waiting for their supporters and countrymen to come in because is it just me or did that crowd get a little thicker?
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, this is in the morning. Shout out to everyone because here it is 11.
It's just right about brunch.
Yeah, just about.
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday, there you go. In the previous game, we do have to talk about both teams getting exactly what they want because we were talking about how the Grok was not really in the equation for both teams.
That's right.
But let's look at the opening here for Team Philippines. The Lance, the Lapo, and the Granger. Does that not sound like we're going to get the win conditions very early and let De La Cruz just to, adjust later on?
You know what? A little bit of a peek behind the curtain. Before the competition began, I bumped into Team Philippines coach.
Yep.
Coach Cruz. And this will be on video in just a bit, but when I asked him, when I name these players, which heroes do you see when you put that picture in your head? And I said, Nepomuceno, Vinuya, Soriano. It's these heroes.
He was
literally.
He was telling you to draft before the game even started.
And I don't think that's a secret anymore. I don't think I'm breaking any ethics here because they literally did it.
Yeah, there's no NDA.
I mean, I didn't sign anything, but I shook his hand.
Yeah.
That counts.
I mean, like, here's the thing.
That's his word on mine.
For everyone that watches MLBB, there's no way that's a secret.
Nah.
There's no way you don't see Carl Tizzy, Nepomuceno, and you're like, does he play Lancelot?
It's kind of familiar, does he though?
Yeah, like I've seen him around, like social medias here and there. You know, has he been in a few competitions? Which, by the way, folks, looks like we are about to jump into the draft here. We'll be looking at the maps first. In the first game, it was Flying Clouds. We're gonna see if it's gonna change it up, or we're just gonna stay up high with the Flying Clouds. Looks like this time it is gonna be Dangerous Grass.
I was about to say, if Team Malaysia wants to bounce back and Team Malaysia wants to get to a position of control in this series, Dangerous Grass is the perfect map to do that on. Whenever they play Dangerous Grass, I mean, weirdly enough, it only came up once in their run in the knockouts. They won, and they won very quickly, 13 minutes. So this is a great start. They're on the play once again, banning out the Gotot Kacha. That's what they did in Game 1, while Team Philippines still on that program as well, banning out the Fanny.
I mean, at this point, there really is not much reason to adjust because even we said in game number 1, the drafts were very solid. Everything makes sense because not only are they power picks, but they also are heroes that can really disrupt their lineup. So I feel like the third ban here might change up, but no, they still go for the Yuzong ban. And again, we still understand why. It makes a lot of sense. In the previous game, Team Philippines banned the CC here. Is that still going to be the play?
CC Red 3 ban. Team Philippines has no incentive to change their mind. They have no reason to change course. And Team Malaysia seems to be doing the same. Plus, we're on dangerous grass. This already very powerful hero will be even stronger.
And again, we did say game number 1, the draft was solid, right? It's really all about moving around the map because even the execution, everything was good. So Team Philippines as well is like, hey, we just won. Why do we really need to have to change? So Lance as well as Lapu-Lapu pick again. Malaysia before, did they pick up the Hayabusa as well as the Kimi? Will we see an adjustment here?
I don't think so. Again, I think our teams agree with us. It must have just been that pick on Idrin that needs to change here.
Yep. But then it becomes question, what? Team Philippines previously picked up the Granger and still gonna go for it. Well, this is not a replay. This is just they got a good draft, so they're just gonna go with it. Even in the bands, it's the same band.
I should have just done Command C, Command V. Just copy and pasted the whole first phase. Even down the sides, Lafel. Even down the sides. Esmeralda once again banned.
Do they want to ban Farsa Luyi again for Team Malaysia? I feel like Farsa is a very good ban. I wonder if they want to go for that Luyi.
Maybe Farsa and then something else. Maybe Farsa Lunox.
There you go. The Lunox gets banned out first.
Lunox first.
And the Uranus seemed banned by Team Philippines in game number 1. And this time they banned out the Khalid, so they're more willing to fight against that Farsa. Maybe they're gonna give another diver for Idrin to deal with Pabico's Farsa if the Farsa does get picked up.
The Farsa, or rather, Pabico's pick was done last. It was Red 5 for Team Philippines. Red 4 was where De La Cruz got his pick. And we're waiting on that just now. What does Coach Cruz have in his back pocket here?
Hylos is a pretty good front line if that's what you're looking for. Quite solid damage. Having that revitalized early does equalize the pressure that Team Malaysia might be planning to have mid. And a Jawhead!
An oldie but a goodie. One of the most prolific Jawhead users in the league, if not the world. De La Cruz shows us something old but something new.
And Soriano is celebrating for that one. So I wonder if they're going to go for a cheese at gold where De La Cruz is just going to wait on that and give first blood over to Soriano. I mean, like, maybe not, but with the excitement of Soriano, maybe something cheesy.
Or maybe just Soriano's just happy to be here.
Yeah, I mean, here it is.
This is his first attempt at a gold medal.
And it's already 1 point in. 3 more, and he gets it. Team Malaysia, how do they respond after seeing this Jawhead? They picked up the Ruby before, and I feel like it is still a very strong pick. Looks like the pick has been chosen. It's going to be the same pick here. It is going to be the Alice as well as the Ruby, and now the Farsa that we have been speculating. Other than the Jawhead, this is the draft that we expected coming in from both teams.
Team Philippines closing up strong with the Farsa. We saw from a mile away. And Team Malaysia just ends up with the same. Was it really the Khalid that changed the game for them?
Perhaps, because again, that engage up top against Soriano could have changed the course of the game. And I understand there were other follow-ups coming in, but it could have set something up. So right now, Team Malaysia against Team Philippines. Team Philippines change up 2 heroes. This time using the Farsa as well as the Jawhead. Team Malaysia with the exact same lineup. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to jump into game number 2, Malaysia against Philippines. Will the score change towards Malaysia, or will Team Philippines continue on their rampage?
100% the same draft for Team Malaysia. They have muscle memory, they have recent mechanics, and they have Team Philippines' tendencies guiding them throughout this attempt to try and equalize, while Team Philippines end up with a very different mid lane duo. A lot of range control, a lot of burst compared to what they were playing with in game 1.
Look at this, Nepomuceno is already going towards Team Malaysia's jungle. Sees Hawk there and gonna not contest for that one, showing respect in their early game. Instead of going for the mid, they might set up something against Hazik here. Hazik has to be careful. Looks like they're just gonna be happy with the Little Wanderer. Kayunu gets picked off, has to use the flicker, and Hazik with the Starlium stops the movement of Team Philippines, helping out Kayum.
Hawk coming in with a quad shadow, threatening Good amount of damage on Pabigo. Pabigo wings on out of there. So mid lane, again, a little bit more proactive from Team Philippines. We saw a little bit of the gold lane there. Soriano gets the crab, so I'd assume that that's a win for him. Team Malaysia, I think they have to also respect how they play against Vinuya. Again, through the days and the almost week-long competition, we've seen Lapu-Lapus just get much, much stronger when they fight against Plenty. So that's something that they have to consider. Vinuya flickers on out. Yep. Shadow kill underneath tier 1. Ooh. De La Cruz might have regretted that. Little mini heart attack moment there. Kayum wants to finish the job.
It's okay. Vinuya is still surviving. Had to use the flicker, but I think all else considered with that ejector, it's not that bad.
I mean,
it could have been worse.
He didn't die, but you can see in the player cam how he's smiling about what was almost a little oopski.
Yeah.
In mid, Team Philippines gaining control, but it's Malaysia who's first to the turtle.
Kayum gonna be scouting here. Pabico knows Kayum is there. Traction pulse onto De La Cruz, taking a lot of damage, but Nepomuceno is there. Hawk has no more HP. Idrin gets first blood, but this turtle is gonna get taken by Nepomuceno, and all the while Hawk gets taken down by De La Cruz. Kayum is there, same as Elton with a huge I'm offended, as well as Don't Run Away Wolf King. Vinuya gets taken down as well, but Soriano is here to clean up. Flickers on out of there. Haziq tries to get a kill, and now it's 1v1. Oh. Soriano wins it out.
Kill 1 with the kill. Close call. I could have sworn he was going to get more, but this early on, you can't expect a Granger to really want to step against 3 heroes. So the fact that he even rotated shows that Team Philippines, even in smaller rotations like that, have communications up as the #1 priority. But we're following a very similar trajectory. Malaysia with the kills, but Team Philippines with the map.
De La Cruz is there. Hazi has to be careful. He finds De La Cruz. Gotta be careful there because he is rocking that.
Whoa.
Oh, Kayum gets a kill onto Soriano. So equalizing things out a bit. Flicker ejector gets onto Haziq, and now De La Cruz is in dangerous territories. Haziq secures the kill. Team Philippines wants to pressure this purple buff. Haziq might get taken down here. Able to use the regen. Idrin stops Pabico, and looks like he is happy just to zone Team Philippines away. Nepomuceno able to get that purple buff.
So we're seeing De La Cruz risk life and limb just to repeat what happened in game #1. Operation choke out Hawk, because that was all for Nepomuceno to steal away the purple.
Yep. We can definitely see some changes in Team Malaysia's rotation here. Protecting Hawk quite a bit more. Not even going for those kills. Making sure that he doesn't die as well as he doesn't lose out in his farm. 1,000 gold ahead here. Team Malaysia. Pabico gets found out by Hawk. Looks like Hawk just wants to get that Fed S-Strike before the turtle spawns.
Turtle already up. Hawk, knowing the taste of what it's like to not have any farm, goes for a small camp, and then will eventually rotate. Kayum clearing out these brushes. That's a Thor of Ruin going in, not able to stop Nepomuceno from securing. Phantom Execution on out. Vinuya taking a lot of damage, reducing a lot of it too amongst the 4 members of Team Malaysia. Gets taken down. Idrin traded out for Soriano with a kill. Elton backing on out.
Team Philippines will take that trade, getting the turtle for their EXP. But I feel like Hawk, as long as he doesn't die, he is pretty happy with that. Nepomuceno goes forward, and Pabico to the side. They want Haziq, they want Elton, but Kayum is there. Haziq gets taken down, and now Kayum wants to get Soriano. Gets the wrong basic attack. Elton gets away, but a double. And now that's like, what? 3 stacks on that Sky Piercer, that's 30.
Team Malaysia understanding that if it's just raw damage, they cannot face Team Philippines right here, right now. So they get to go for the map instead. First turret taken down by Hawk. Looking at the levels 7 to 8. So this is a much better situation, but Nepomuceno at it again, stealing away the orange. Shadow kill, plus a traction pulse. De La Cruz looking to escort Nepomuceno for the retreat.
Good on Team Philippines, making sure that Nepomuceno is not on a solo mission, considering that Team Malaysia this time is protecting the jungle a little bit more. But still, Team Philippines has great success on making sure that Hawk does not get to farm up. Level 8 for Hawk, level 9 for Nepomuceno. Not as bad as game #1, but still, there is a lead.
And the map is looking much, much better. Ejector onto Kayum. Kayum flickers on out. Half health, almost immediately. Feathered airstrike. Hawk goes in and goes out just as quickly. Pabico is monstrous with this feathered airstrike.
They were not ready for that ult coming in from Soriano. The Death Sonata. That was a big, I was surprised. Team Malaysia was definitely not ready for that, but they should remember that moving forward. Looks like Elton trying to get more pressure down bot, getting the minions. Team Philippines so far has been on top on this turtle all the way through. They should be able to get this one as well.
Nepomuceno with a secure, taking that turtle, and it's happening again. Nepomuceno at 10, Hawk at 8. Team Malaysia, it seems like almost is never enough. Hawk is getting the farm, yes, but Team Philippines are also adjusting to what Malaysia's doing.
Is this because they're friends? They're like,
They
hey,
know each other.
They're like, hey, we got to take him down. Like, just trust me, guys. Elton taking quite a bit of damage from Pabico here. And look at the jungle. Team Philippines is controlling the lower portion of the map here. Despite, in terms of turrets, only one turret has been taken down in this 7-minute bout. But still, Team Philippines the one in control.
Pabico, how often does that happen? Afarsa stopping the Hilda from checking the brush. Pabico has been very good at reading situations. And finally, Team Philippines with a push. What this is doing, not just the Hawk, but also Team Malaysia, is they're denying the engagements. In goes Vinuya. Look at the back line. Kayum takes a good amount of hits. Soriano gets the kill. Pabico with the feather airstrike. Hazik bites it. Elton 2. Idrin between 4. Shadow kill by Hawk. Quachado 1 through another kill for Soriano. Idrin, the only survivor. Team Malaysia in shambles.
And we can see this is the, I would say, the signature style of Team Philippines here, boxing Team Malaysia in, attacking from different angles. From the side, we got Pabico. From the front, we got Nepomuceno. And all the while, De La Cruz separating Kayum from the team. So their protection, the Hilda was not there. That was one of the cleanest fights that Team Philippines has showcased going up against Team Malaysia here.
The Sansan duo, just these two pushing back 4 or 5 members of Team Malaysia, allowing Nepomuceno to escort a huge chubby wave down bottom. This is a playstyle we've seen through Game 1, now Game 2. If Team Philippines has been cooking this in the oven, this is a brand new style of what they call a liquid stampede. It's a slow start, but once they get that chokehold, it's almost unstoppable. A 6,000 gold lead incoming with the Lord spawning up top.
It's really about Team Malaysia. How are they going to defend this time? Because there were quite a few things that they have to remember what Team Philippines did. Number one, De La Cruz, he is not aiming for Hawk, he's aiming for Kayum, making sure that this Hilda does not get onto Nepomuceno, Vinuya, or even Soriano. So a different way to play here for sure.
Whoa! The combo between the Farsa and the Jawhead. Idrin didn't even get to use his ult there. Pabico falls. Hawk gets out of there. Kayum is down. One more for Soriano. Triple kill on this Granger. Hazik just trying to push back that wave, and Nepomuceno finds his friend in Hawk. Hazik falls. It's a wipeout.
And a maniac for Soriano. And with this wipeout, this should be Team Philippines closing out game number 2 here. Idrin has respawned, but don't think he can do much. Jawhead, ejector, unable to get it, but Team Philippines grabs game number 2.
Could possibly be a 2 full minute faster game, but with a similar playstyle and outcome. One more and it's match point for Team Philippines in this gold medal match.
Again, Team Philippines, they are so close, they can really taste it. And for Team Malaysia, they have tried the same strategy twice. And we can definitely see the idea of that draft, but if you're gonna change it up, game number 3 is gonna be it. And if you change up, what really is gonna be that change? Because they change out the macro a little bit, but still, the jungle, it's for Team Philippines.
Yeah, what I worry about is, yes, there were adjustments. Yes, there were tweaks, but I don't think Team Malaysia tweaked it enough. There has to be, now for sure, before we reach match point, a change, much like Team Indonesia did in their bout against Team Philippines the other day, wherein they went from hyper experimental to just super conservative. That was the one game that Team Indonesia won.
I would say in this game, it's really about the surprises that Team Philippines was able to show. One of it was definitely the jawhead. And funny enough, the change is really for, I would say, the mid-game. We're able to take Kayum basically out of the game.
Much faster.
Pabico just forces out kills onto Kayum. So yeah, I feel like there were moments of brilliance that we see Team Malaysia. If able to clutch it out just a little bit more, they could have gotten a very good early game, especially the highlight earlier where 3 members were very low. Soriano was there. If Haziq was able to win that 1v1 against Soriano, it might have been a much different game.
Even if Haziq didn't win, when you look at the scoreboard after that sequence, yes, it was amazing to look at for Soriano, but the macro still belonged to Malaysia. And I think that was a really good start for them. But it's the mid-game again. I agree with you. It's the mid-game that changed.
Yep.
And I think they need to understand where Team Philippines is coming from. Yes, it's a very we fight, then we win kind of dynamic and relationship. But truth be told, I'm looking at it now, macro-wise, big picture, it's economy.
Yeah.
They're still attacking Hak. They're still putting a lot of pressure on De La Cruz because he can afford to do that. And Team Malaysia is here still looking at literally a similar draft we're in. It's a split responsibility. I don't think they can fight Team Philippines this way.
Yeah. Because it looks like Team Philippines, despite Malaysia adjusting, could not stop that economic change, right? The MVP for this one is still going to be Soriano, 10-1-1.
Same approach, same outcome.
Yeah. And again, Soriano having an amazing game. Even if he gets taken down, he will find a way. Heck, Team Philippines gives him that opportunity for him to really shine.
This is the killer in Soriano. There's a reason why they call him the Filipino sniper. He always finds his mark. This is a much faster game, henceforth a much lower GPM. Not even a full build. This was a brute force breastplate when we finished game 1. And looking at it all, it's interesting how it was Team Philippines who had to change their draft.
Yeah.
But the change, I'd say, benefited them.
I would say because they still got their cores, right? The Lancelot, the Lapu, as well as the Granger. Those three are really the key pieces. But I feel like amongst all, it's definitely on that Lancelot because like you said earlier before we started game number 2, the Lancelot was responsible from getting to the jungle, stealing those camps away from Hak on this Hayabusa. And I feel like that's a big game plan for Team Philippines, right? Of course, they have other plans as well, but that really sets the tone. That really sets the gears to turn.
Yep, that was the foundation. And that is contrary to what we've seen in the week-long competition here at the SEA Games. In terms of the metagame, when you see a draft, teams are more comfortable letting go of the Lancelot. Sometimes, again, how the Grok is in this draft is how Lancelot is in most other drafts in the many games we've casted here. It's usually Lancelot, forget about him.
Yeah. So we'll see how Team Malaysia adjusts because right now, Team Philippines is clearly in the lead. We're going for a break. After we return, it is going to be game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure this is a hot mic, so I'm gonna take this time to ask, how you guys feeling? You know, have you guys eaten? Have some lunch?
We hope you're having a great day and enjoying the matches.
Yeah. If you guys haven't got breakfast, brunch, make sure you guys grab that. All the way from Malaysia, you guys can grab some nasi lemak.
In the Philippines, have a little bit of adobo. It's about lunchtime.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Nasi goreng is amazing. Have fried egg.
Nasi goreng.
Dude, I love nasi goreng as well. It's nice to see that during the break we can have a nice conversation as well.
Cultural exchange.
There you go.
If we have friends from all around the world, please do chime in and chat. Where are you from? We love that you're watching and supporting MLBB here at the SEA Games. Thank you.
We love MLBB.
And we love that you love MLBB too.
See y'all later.
SEA Games.
There you go. Starting in 30. Well, 25.
I'm going to be checking the comments, guys.
Yep.
Where are y'all from? This is the Mobile Legends Esports channel that we're going to be checking, all right?
All right. I'll check somewhere else. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Where are y'all from? Where are y'all from? I want to see where y'all from.
Well, looks like we're starting soon. Soon we'll be starting.
S-O-O-N.
Anyone see anything you said?
I would assume there's a lot of Filipinos and Malaysians.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta say most of the things we can't even say on broadcast. Because we know y'all can hear us. Shout out to everyone.
What's up?
What's up, man? Shout out to everyone, man. You guys are amazing. You know what? If no one has told you guys this.
Oh, there we go. From Singapore.
Oh. Shout out to Singapore.
There's people who are saying where
Hey, shout out to Trax. Trax is like, let's go.
I shaved my beard, ladies and gentlemen. Do you like it?
Yeah, someone here saying Malaysia here from United States of Philippines. Hey, there you go.
Oh, someone from Canada.
Oh, shout out to Canada. Love you guys, man. Love you guys in the stream. We'll be starting
Aku
soon.
cinta kamu. Aku cinta semua.
There you go. You love everyone.
Yeah. Okay. If y'all like my beard that much, I'll bring it back. But it's good. I think someone's watching from Zimbabwe.
Oh, shout out Zimbabwe. Haven't been there.
A couple of our friends have been to Africa.
Oh yeah. We didn't.
Rachel, Fred, Eric. I think he goes by Eric. Rachel, Eric, and Joseph.
You know, let's go with Fred.
Okay, call him Fred from now on.
It's either Fred or Rick.
Yep.
Fred sounds more MLBB. You know?
Someone from California watching.
Third time is
Japan. I just came from Japan.
How was Japan for you? Was it fun?
I love Japan.
One of these days, no? One of these days. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 33rd SEA Games here in Thailand. Right now, Team Philippines is up by the score of 2. Malaysia has not scored so far. My name is Rafael. Alongside me is Leo at your service.
We'll be calling today's best of 7 in the men's division, the gold medal match, as well as the women's later on today. But for now, let's snap back to reality and talk about Team Malaysia's decision to not change their draft at all.
Hey, I mean, game number 3, something might change.
So is it now or never?
Now or tomorrow?
Or later, because technically this is not never. We're still just about to hit match point, and we don't know if it's Team Philippines who needs to change it up.
It's nice to see that, you know, both teams are discussing as the game goes on, as they're taking their break. And people are saying that they do prefer you on the beard, but we'll talk about that during the break, because that's our time.
I think it's just people don't like change. And maybe that's why Team Malaysia went into game 2 and said,
they don't want change.
We'll give it one more chance. This is a good draft. I think you and I agree. It's a good draft.
It's a good draft. Yes.
But Team Philippines was just always a step ahead, even with their adjustments. So now game 3, we'll see if Team Malaysia will take a page out of Team Indonesia's book and play very conservatively. Draft for but one core. If that was the case, you think Elton's ready for it? Or is it going to be Hak once again? Does Hak try to secure Yusun Shin?
To answer your first question, I feel like Elton is ready for it, but he does have to change his mindset just a little bit, because looking at game number 1 and game number 2, he really has like secured that EXP mindset, you know, about sacrificing for your team, moving forward, trading kill for kill by getting the core. As a traditional marksman, traditional gold laner, you want to reset your mindset to be like, I got to be a bit selfish, right? I think that's the biggest change.
Exactly.
And here we go, folks. Redeem the code. See the glory. Limit to one person.
Per redemption.
It would be funny if it's just one person ever. But yeah,
there's literally almost millions of people watching.
Yes.
How sad would it be that they all type "see the glory" and it's just one dude from Japan or something that claims it?
Hey, shout outs to everyone watching again. Like
konnichiwa.
Literally everyone across the globe is watching.
MLBB is a global game, sir.
I love MLBB.
I do too.
There you go. Grab the code. Team Philippines, one more win, and they will be at match point. While we're here, just to remind everyone, after the men's division, we will be having the female division co-meta match, which, again, is Team Philippines going up against Team Malaysia.
Now, before we go back into the competition, imagine the kind of expectations this gold medal match that we held first would set. Imagine the pressure that would be on the shoulders of the ladies later when they compete on that same stage.
Well, get Team Malaysia as well as Team Philippines. Everyone is staring down. Everyone is eager to play.
Not to ask where I'm not allowed to ask, but your sister's competing later on.
Yeah. You know, shout outs to her.
What's her preparation like?
Walking around Bangkok, enjoying Thailand, eat some of the nice cuisine that they have here, and
Sounds like a good plan.
And see some cats all around.
I've
people,
seen
yeah.
maybe 1 or 2 cats from the neighborhood that we're here in Thailand. I love Bangkok. It's my first time here.
Yeah, same. First time as well.
I had some pad thai last night.
Oh, really?
It was what was the kids call a W. W pad thai.
How do I respond to that?
You say you want some pad thai too.
All right. Well, now random map draw. Let's see what's on the table here. We got clouds as well as grass here. Now broken walls. Looks
All
like we're
right.
cycling through all the maps, Leo.
I love the variety. This again also opens up a selection of strategies that Team Malaysia can dig into. And with a map change, we should also see a strat change. Hopefully.
I mean, we'll see really in the draft, right?
don't want to see insanity.
You don't want to see an X-Borg?
No. You know what? I want to see an X-board.
Yeah, there you go. Eventually,
But
maybe.
it has to be the right sequence. Yeah, you have to build up to it. You just can't open up with an X-board.
Hey, I trust both coaches that to make the right choices here. So this is going to be the first change. This time, Team Philippines will be on the first pick and Malaysia on the second one. And this time, Team Malaysia, they're betting on the Yuzong as well as the Hilda. Looks like the Hilda first pick is more or less of a deny, making sure that De La Cruz does not get his hands on the Hilda.
That's right. It has been the first pick for Team Malaysia throughout Game 1 and Game 2. Kayum, a formidable Hilda user, but just wasn't in the cards for them to take advantage of its main strengths, even on dangerous grass. There goes Azushin. Team Philippines does not want to leave that open, so that means they're not planning around it. We got one more ban for Team Malaysia before we get the picks.
Interesting here. What will be Team Philippines' priority? Do they want to first pick that Lancelot if it's open, or did they go for a Lapu? Because again, both pick at the same time. Now in game number 3, they're at first pick. They got to make that a crucial decision.
I think I see them going for a first pick Lancelot.
Same.
It's not impossible. Or a first pick Lapu Lapu. Not a first pick Ranger though.
Yeah. Might be a bit too much there. Looks like the Eve still gets banned here. So Team Philippines, first pick, and they indeed go for that land. So for 3 games straight, Nepomuceno gets his Lancelot.
He is him,
He is Nepomuceno.
but also he is Lancelot.
Yeah.
No other athlete in this game has garnered such a affinity for a hero, much like Nepomuceno, a 2-time world champion with his Lancelot. Now Team Malaysia got that 2-pick swing. For the first time in a while, the toss open.
But I would say multiple time because I treat MSC as a world champion. EWT, shout out.
The Mid-Season Cup
There you go.
at the esports. Oh, okay. All right.
So his multiple, so you have to recount that one.
Okay. Multiple-time world champion.
And there you go. This time, the Lapu as well as the Grog gets picked up. So definitely already a change for Malaysia's first 2 pick. And Team Philippines goes back to the Granger. And now with the Gatot Kacha, like you said, has been banned out. So a bit of change for Team Philippines, but it's still, they got their course.
And I like how they're adjusting the weight load on their players. For once, for now, in Game 3, De La Cruz ends up with a hero that is actually winning in the lane.
Yep.
The Khalid earlier was just beat down in the early. The Jawhead had to flicker and die about a couple of times. Now, It's all about him having a little bit more fun, being a little bit more reliably on the map. Team Malaysia got one more pick. This is where the Hayabusa once was. This is where they usually close up with the hero on Hawk.
Yeah, or they got to pick up that Kimi. A lot of picks here. Looks like they do go for that Kimi. And I feel like at this point, Team Philippines, as what they've been doing in the rotations, might go for more jungle bans.
Lafel, is this right? Is Team Malaysia's sixth player coming in? Is this Danish?
Oh yeah, this is Danish. I didn't notice that, yeah.
So is Danish stepping in to the jungle?
Yes, this is Uni. The other jungler for Team Malaysia, but this guy is also amazing, but this is going to be going up against Team Philippines.
It'll be different.
We'll see how it adjusts. Talk about changing things up. Not only are you changing the draft, but even changing the players. So maybe they're thinking Nepomuceno knows Hawk a little bit too well. You got to go for something that, fundamentally is quite different.
A relatively younger player in a sea of veterans competing in this gold medal match. Uni of Team Malaysia. I think, is it just me? I'm speculating here. Is it because they want this jungler to be synchronized a little bit more with that EXP laner? Danish and Idrin are actually teammates even outside of the SEA Games.
Yes, they are. Honestly, Danish has a lot of strengths for himself. Number one, that you have mentioned, that built up synergy between Danish as well as Idrin. Hero pool slightly different, as well as his different ability to shot call. He does look at the game a little bit differently, but we will see whether he will have that responsibility of calling the game or still gonna give that reign over to both Qayyum as well as Hazik.
For about 2 games now, we kept saying Malaysia changed something, Malaysia changed something. This is not what I expected. A huge change.
And that's why it might work, because I didn't expect this.
Exactly, a vital role, the jungler, the center of the map almost, or the nerves, the veins that roam around secondary to Qayyum.
So I present you this. What are we going to see here? Are we going to see a Fredrin and Elton on the marksman? Because this draft, honestly, you can turn things around.
I like where you're going with this. Yes, maybe we need a utility in the jungle, and then Elton get a little bit more selfish. The Hayabusa enjoy taken out by Team Philippines. Alice and Lunox for Team Malaysia. I think this is where you pick that your utility jungler first, so that you leave Red 5 as safe as it can be for Elton.
But they go for the Esmeralda first. So basically showing this is somewhat going to be, I think, a Yi Sun-Shin last pick for Team Malaysia, considering that they have double fighters at this point.
They went for this instead of the Ruby.
Yeah. The Terizla, though, gets picked up by Vinuya to deal with the Lapu-Lapu, and the Farsa comes back in for Team Philippines.
Instead of full-on changes, Team Philippines employing tweaks, half steps to adjust and answer to what Team Malaysia has done, which I still do not have a big picture on how it might pan out, because changing your jungler, changing a majority of your draft, this has to make for big results for Team Malaysia, because if all else fails, that's a 0-3 situation you don't want to see yourself in. What does Danish play?
Although I do have to say, looking at the draft right now, changes in terms of the heroes, but the concept is still relatively the same. You want to still play double fighters, and the Hilda is not there, but the Grog has that pressure as well in mid, in the team fights, but with more AoE. And now a Suyo gets picked up, so not going for that Yi Sun-Shin. So maybe just a little bit more early aggression, because Grog, Kimi, and Suyo is the one that is more proactive in the sense that you can go to your opponent's faces and then get out comfortably.
Much like a Lancelot, but in a more roundabout way. Ladies and gentlemen, we've seen a lot of Suyo in the week-long competition here at SEA Games for MLBB, but mainly amongst the women. For men, maybe we've seen it once or twice, but this is one way to fry an egg. I'm at a loss for words. It's so unorthodox.
Well, if you're lost for words, let me take it over, because, ladies and gentlemen, we're jumping into game number 3. Team Philippines is 2-0. Team Malaysia, with this change, can they keep up?
They have to keep up. It's not a question of can they, because Team Philippines showing no signs of slowing down. On broken walls, maybe this should just act as a force multiplier for Danish's mobility on the Suyo. You have the dashes through the walls, and then you have the movement speed buff to walk through. De La Cruz making a good amount of damage, forced to use that Revitalize. What was the plan? Pabico flickers on now too. Massive losses for Philippines.
That was clearly a mistake, and yes, I'm unsure what was the idea there. Hazik jetpacks forward, and maybe De La Cruz just did not thought Hazik will go for the Starlium at level 1, getting that immobilized inside the turret, taking a lot of damage.
Kayum compromising Nepomuceno's farm here. Elton and Danish comes in, helps secure that Little Wanderer. Already to a great start. I wouldn't say it's because of that Suyo, but just how that mid lane duo reacted to again, the initial engage.
I would say also partly because of the Esmeralda. A difference between that and the Ruby is that you're sacrificing that big AoE crowd control for more speed and rotating. And look at this, Team Malaysia, they're going for an engage here. Looks like they're not going to overextend, understanding the threat that Team Philippines has.
Where did the orange go?
It should still be on Nepomuceno.
I didn't see the orange buff.
Danish is level 4, and Nepomuceno is level 3.
Was that just a little...
We got to look at the Lancelot here, too.
Was that a little bit of a visual bug?
Oh, he doesn't have it.
Where'd it go? Must have been a steal by Malaysia. It happened so fast.
At most, it might be on Kayum.
It's on Danish.
Hold on.
Is that his?
We got to look at Kayum. No, yeah. It should be on Danish. But
so he's got double orange?
Either ways, right now, Team Malaysia, slight advantage when it comes to the jungle here. Nepomuceno is still level 3. So Kayum is going to make sure that the Lancelot is not going to be a part of this turtle, at least not so fast.
Can confirm it was Danish who stole it. His orange just came up. De La Cruz struggling. Almost all members of Team Malaysia are full level up on Team Philippines. And Elton here, almost actually stealing away the purple from Nepomuceno. It seems like the only real place that Team Philippines can breathe is the gold lane.
And look at this, up top, Vinuya is all alone. This Terizla is going to be super tanky, so able to survive. But Team Malaysia is making sure that Vinuya doesn't get to roam around the map, at least for the first instance here. De La Cruz and Nepomuceno wants to get that purple, able to get it. So equalizing the pressure that Team Malaysia put on them.
All right, Elton responding, blocking off the exit. Kayum coming through. Checking in, first blood drawn, a 1v1 in the EXP lane. Vinuya falls, De La Cruz follows up next, Danish secures.
Yeah, right now Team Malaysia is catching the mistakes of Team Philippines, being very, very aggressive here. And now Nepomuceno, there's a bit of damage onto Kayum. Soriano is there to back him up, making sure that he is safe, getting this orange buff. Kayum just trying to slow it down, but probably not going to go for a steal.
Nepomuceno holding on to that retribution. Pushing Kayum out. Elton charging up a falling star moon. Nepomuceno gets taken out. Did not expect the Esmeralda to be sitting in that brush.
Yeah, good bait coming in from Kayum, making it so that Nepomuceno overextends. Trisham Pulse gets hit onto Pabico, but with no backup, Hazik cannot comfortably move forward to deal more damage. Elton having a good lane here, going up against Soriano. This time Team Malaysia does have the lead in terms of the gold as well as the kills here. We gotta see whether they can keep this lead or not.
Team Malaysia seems to have Team Philippines exactly where they want them. Pabico, now Feathered Airstrike, trying to answer to this dog-piling approach that Team Malaysia has put onto Team Philippines' draft. Pabico wings by wings in, flushing Kayum out of that brush. Hazik takes a few hits. This is all just in an effort for Team Philippines to try and recover. It's not even the win right now.
Yeah, Team Malaysia, what they did was just to force out Team Philippines to use all their major ults so that they can contest this turtle comfortably. Right now, Vinuya does have that War Axe, so able to do quite a lot here. Hazi goes in, damage, secures the turtle. Vinuya all alone, able to ult 4 members of Team Malaysia, but Adrian gets his second kill. Team Malaysia looking quite well, especially after securing that turtle still.
2 for 2, approaching a 3,000 gold lead. I believe this is what Team Malaysia wanted out of that draft in game 1 and 2. They wanted to be able to just call the shots, say where we're going, get it, but just the way Hawk is playing, I think
look up top.
Red. Oh my lord! Was that a 1v1? And down bottom, Soriano goes down too. Team Philippines can't find anything.
Yeah, it was kind of a 1v1. I was looking at the minimap, and Kayum was waiting Pabico did not thought a wild Grok will be waiting down there. And now Adrian is comfortable being all alone in his lane, not even rotating. Elton jumps in. Nepomuceno is dangerously low. AOG pops, hits onto Danish, and Elton is on to Pabico. De La Cruz secures the kill over to Danish. Elton is all alone going up against 3 members of Team Philippines, able to get out of there. Looks like he's gonna stay bottom just a bit longer. Soriano is all alone. Looks like Elton is not gonna push it so far. Their objective here is probably just to get that turret.
The Filipino contingency here in Sala Frakiao in Chulalongkorn University comes alive for Team Philippines' first kill in this 6-minute game, and it was on Danish, taking advantage of the Suyo's natural weakness towards magic damage. Team Philippines now finding some time up in the upper quarter of the map to try and steal small camps, but I think Nepomuceno should watch his steps slowly. He's still 2 levels behind Danish.
We'll see whether Team Malaysia is able to get those ults away from Team Philippines. We can see even with Elton diving onto Pabico, Pabico really wants to save that Feda airstrike. Team Malaysia, they're really trying to force it out, trying to confirm this turtle take, and Team Philippines still holding strong.
Elton gets out of there almost with impunity. Has to use a sprint, but not going to be as important when it comes to this turtle dance. The final turtle, a power spike for both teams if they're able to secure it. Rampart blocking out De La Cruz's exit. They answer with a revitalize, not letting go. AOG on out. Danish coming in, looking to take down Binuya. Binuya flickers on back. Not much of an answer, Team Philippines. 3 for 3, Team Malaysia.
Elton is having an amazing game here as an Esmeralda, really pushing out Team Philippines. Malaysia, the biggest lead they had so far in this best of 7, 4,500 goal lead. And with this change, this is quite a big change for Team Malaysia, but looks like this is what they wanted.
It looks like a change in function, but that's not true. It's just a change in form. It looks different, but it plays the same. Idrin, I think this is the kind of sustain he wants. Elton, it's the same. A very good hero that plays in the paint. And Danish, I think I get now why he did not pick the Hayabusa, because the Hayabusa is more, I'm in, I'm out. But a Suyo can actually fight much, much longer in long team fights. A minute before the Lord spawns, Team Philippines is the only thing they can do, Lafel. They can just go around as 4, as 5.
Yep.
To try and secure farm for Soriano and Nepomuceno.
Looking at the goal here as well, Danish does have the War Axe as well as the Hunter Strike, so a lot of penetration, but more importantly, able to stay in the fray for quite a while. Elton now having a Brute Force Breastplate is going to be able to dance around much more comfortably, making sure that even if he does get stunned up, he will be able to shake it off quite quickly. Up top, it does look like Nepomuceno was found out, has to use his puncture as well as his ult just to make sure that he gets away. De La Cruz, though, now does have that dominance eye, should be much more tankier going up against Team Malaysia.
It's difficult for Team Philippines to think of how they'll contest this Lord or how they'll even get free farm, because besides these frontliners, basically everyone from Team Malaysia except for Hazik, you have to consider, how do you get to Hazik? There is an untouchable member of Team Malaysia that Team Philippines has to somehow find, and Nepomuceno's not in any shape to try and assassinate the Kimi.
And look at this. Nepomuceno just trying to get as much farm as he can because he understands that he is one of the main carries for Team Philippines. He needs to get to level 15 as fast as possible because Danish is at level 14. Should get level 15 very, very soon. Elton doing his very best to zone everyone away. Pabico looks like he is caught there. And Team Malaysia tries to secure this kill. Pabico almost gets taken down, but with that revitalized Kayum with an amazing wall, Elton able to take down Pabico. Binuya tries to escape, uses the flicker. Elton jumps back in, all in an effort to make sure the Team Philippines stay away from the Lord.
Team Malaysia did not get the Lord just yet, but they smothered Team Philippines, taking away all their battle spells and compromising Pabico. I have never seen the chef Sanji Pabico bullied like that.
Well, Nepomuceno here is all alone against 5 members of Team Malaysia. Has to get out. And look at this. Nepomuceno gets taken down by Danish. Binuya is all alone. Kayum hits it on 3. Big tech charge from Team Malaysia. Double kill for Elton. Takes down Pabico. And this might be a wipeout. Team Malaysia wipes out Team Philippines.
What turret? Team Malaysia have garnered a lead so gargantuan that they can fight underneath the turret, not even juggling that aggro. Team Malaysia have come alive in this series, a best of 7. Game 3 is looking like it's theirs. How does Team Philippines even consider coming back?
Well, they got to take it step by step. Team Malaysia able to get the Holy Shields at mid. Nepomuceno is going to be one of the main ways, him and Pabico, to clear out the lanes. So goes forward, tries to get onto Idrin, deals quite a lot of damage, but now he is all alone. Soriano is going to provide some backup, and Kayum charges in, finds Soriano. Kayum tanks the turret, gets taken down by Pabico. Elton is in the back and finds Soriano. Soriano still surviving, but all the while, look at this, Elton is 1v3, gets a kill. AOG onto Elton. Elton is okay with dying here, but it is taking quite a while. Jumps in! How is he gonna die?
Elton,
someone do something!
Is playing to the margins of this map. He's denying the extra firepower coming in from that base. And Team Philippines gets a successful defense, but at what cost? In comes Pabico, flickering forward, looking for Hazik. Now Idrin gonna punish the chef. Pabico with a fair airstrike, only one salvo, gets popped by Idrin. Team Philippines, a moment of bravery, but the truth still stands. Team Malaysia are putting them up against the wall.
Dangerous ground by Hazik as well as Idrin almost got caught by Pabico, but good on Idrin with this Lapu Lapu able to brave a spider back in, and this is still big for Team Philippines because that was a big defense. All in all, Team Malaysia, they did not get, oh, hold on. Nepomuceno has to get out, tech charge, unable to hit onto Nepomuceno, and now brave a spider looks like not going to be able to catch this landslide. But yeah, Team Philippines still hold on to all of their inhibitors, so this is still a comebackable game.
At about 5,000 gold between these two teams, 12 minutes in, it's comebackable, yes, but it'll be very difficult. Team Philippines, there's so many things they need to do to make sure that they get where they need to go. Nepomuceno gets popped. What was the play? I'm guessing an AOG responded with a feathered airstrike, but that might have been something that they were looking for too soon.
The Lord is going to come up soon here. 7 seconds in. Team Malaysia with 6,000 gold. And in a very commanding position. Looks like Team Malaysia, they will start up that Lord, while Kayum as well as Elton are making sure that Team Philippines does not contest. Pabico, wings by wings. AOG does not hit, actually does hit onto Elton, might get taken down here. Elton trying to get away.
Wow.
Looks like he will. Kayum is standing there trying to get the attention of everyone. And now look at that wall. Still gets onto Soriano. Soriano getting the backup, but Idrin is there. Soriano is still surviving. Shut down. Soriano gets the kill. Danish, is this a mistake by Team Malaysia, committing just a little bit too much? Kayum still survives, but Vinuia jumps in, gets a kill. Team Malaysia might have bit the more than they can chew. Hazik tries to get away, but De La Cruz is there, gets a kill. Team Philippines are doing it.
It's just Danish left, and he gets popped here. The Terizla gets denied his hits with the winner crown. Danish with the freeze denies the wipeout. Top lane shenanigans. The juggle, the tango. All this while, Malaysia was trying to get the Lord. They get it, forcing Team Philippines to respond that was all on Pabico, all on Vinuia. Sansan strike in Bangkok.
Of all the mistakes, that one was a clearly big one from Team Malaysia, from 6,000 gold, now dropping to 3,000. They were in the lead, and they still are, but one more mistake like that. This is 14 minutes in. Something of that magnitude at 20 minutes of the game, and that's going to be all the turrets, maybe including your inhibitors.
Which is something Team Malaysia should be thankful for. The fact that it happened this early on, and with the map clearly on their side, feathered airstrike, compromising Danish, forced to surge on out of there. Soriano wailing away, a little too close for comfort. Point blank gets hit with a tech charge. Defensive AOG. Malaysia still asserting dominance.
Yeah, able to get a kill onto Soriano there, making sure that he is denied of the Sky Piercer stack, because Granger is scary when he has 40. So keeping that on the down low is going to be very, very good. Good catch by Team Malaysia, but again, Team Philippines looking still, as long as Pabico as well as De La Cruz gets a good catch, they can do something there because they have enough damage to take down this Esmeralda. Speaking of which, Elton jumps in. Team Malaysia really wants to make sure that they secure the inhibitor, but down bottom, Nepomuceno is able to clear the waves. Same as mid. Team Malaysia still not getting the inhibitor.
I don't blame Team Malaysia for getting this done sooner than later, maybe even compromising their own lead, because if you get an inhibitor, that is permanent damage. That is a long-term investment that your opponents cannot deal with. Constantly having to deal with an open lane while, partaking in a Lord Dance, while trying to go for rotations is a tough job. And already Team Philippines are having difficulties crawling back into this game. Luckily, they get a slow push down bottom, fat wave left there by Nepomuceno, and they're slowly shrinking his lead. Earlier, what was it, 6,000, 7,000?
Yep.
Now cut in half.
And Team Malaysia, we got to talk about the mental here as well, because if they lose this one, a comeback from Team Philippines might be a lot of damage mentally for them, because this is as close as they got to taking a game, like losing this one, giving match point. Team Malaysia really got to lock in. They really got to calm down.
Elton distracting De La Cruz from the main front line. Nepomuceno dashing on through. Lord here at the 10. It's Elton Nepomuceno with the secure. Down goes Hazik. And Kayum trying to push back Vinuya. He's not going to have any of it. Elton gets taken down by Soriano. Idrin versus 3. Make that 4. In comes Nepomuceno. Soriano gets a double. Stacks for kill 1. Danish moves on 4th. Kayum hidden its brush. Can he get out of here?
Ooh.
Catches De La Cruz. Soul Surge out. There's the freeze. AOG gets the go ahead and Sever not gonna save him. And the surge gets hit by Soriano. Another stack. It's just Kayum left.
That play was on Vinuya. Able to get the ult onto Danish. And Team Philippines, they're in the base of Team Malaysia.
Feathered airstrike, answered with a tech charge. Massive traction pulse. Kayum falls. Hazik barely survives. The waves get wiped out. Team Malaysia say not just yet.
And now Team Philippines, they're in the lead with 2,000 gold. The Lord marches in. Elton got to make sure that he doesn't die here. Same as Hazik. Hazik almost got taken down by Nepomuceno. Malaysia, Elton trying his best to pull the Lord away. Idrin is at the front, dealing a lot of damage. Feather S right. Idrin has to go back. AOG in. Team Philippines, they want to end the game now.
They are on it. The Lord still standing. De La Cruz gets taken down. Minions from Team Malaysia are still here. Elton gets taken out. The Lord taken care of. Massive siege minion from the bottom. Danish is half health. Hazik and Idrin hold their ground. Team Philippines back on out of there.
And this is what we say, a mistake after 14 minutes is game changing, and that's what we saw from Team Philippines. And this is them scaling up. Soriano is at full build. And Nepomuceno on his Lancelot, he has all of his core items. Last one really is just for juggling. So now both teams are playing at an even field. Team Philippines is no longer at a disadvantage when it comes to levels or items.
If anything, they have the advantage from barely keeping their inhibitors up to now looking at a bare base to manage. This is where Team Philippines really relishes. The fact that they can send Nepomuceno, take care of that long lane from where the Lord's going to spawn about 40 seconds from now, to actually hiding in brushes, forcing Kayum to respond with a tech charge. What changed? Is Team Malaysia just not used to playing on the back foot? Because now they have to suddenly change gears.
Nepomuceno now with the BOD, Pabico with the Blood Wings. Both Team Malaysia and Team Philippines, they're waiting for an opportunity for a big team fight here, because with the Grok as well as the Terizla, the big engage is there. And at 19 minutes of the game, as important as the Lord is, kills is more important, because those death timers is going to be very punishing. And we see from Team Philippines, with Soriano skilled up, they have the advantage when it comes to the damage. Vinuya finds Elton. Elton has to get away, and Elton might get taken down. Idrin jumps onto Pabico, flickers forward. Pabico is out. Vinuya chases Hazik. Vinuya way too much damage onto Hazik. Nepomuceno gets onto Idrin. Soriano getting chased by Danish. Vinuya gets Hazik. So now the main damage dealers from Team Malaysia, including Danish, has been taken down. Team Philippines, they might end this.
Vinuya in the back line, playing 1v3, finally takes down Elton. Kayum with the flicker, putting up the rampart, gets jumped on by De La Cruz. It's a wipeout, the waves crashing in. Team Philippines, a game away from gold.
Team Philippines is one game away This is match point. The closest Malaysia has gotten to take down Team Philippines. But one good catch up top where both Pabico as well as De La Cruz getting Elton. And after that, everything went downhill for Team Malaysia.
You know what? I'd like to call back to a small phrase I mentioned prior to that massive sequence at the Lord Pit. Is Malaysia just not used to playing on the back foot?
Not really. They are okay. It's just that I feel like with the momentum that they had, Elton could tank the damage of Team Philippines. And he wouldn't have thought that a big engage like that, expanding the AOG, using the feather airstrike just to get an Esmeralda. And then again, Team Malaysia tried to fight back, but at that point, you know, context is very, very important because yes, they were leading, but by that time, Team Philippines has got their core items. The damage is there. So it was a lapse of judgment and a big surprise. I would say that was more on Pabico and De La Cruz making that play, because if it wasn't for that, if they were passive, did not go for Elton, Team Malaysia would still be in the lead.
And it all started inside Team Philippines base. All this while being able to save their own inhibitors. I think that was key to the defense as well. What an odyssey for Team Philippines to have been put up against the wall like that. See, Team Malaysia had moments. Team Malaysia, you watch, what? You watch 18 minutes of this game, you watch 17 minutes of the game, and you'd say that definitely was Malaysia's win, but even here, this is what you're talking about.
No, later on, we will see.
Not this.
Not this.
I could have sworn this was the beginning.
This was the beginning, yes, but it was still Team Malaysia, and this is the one where we saw Elton all the way to the back, first one to drop, and then at this point, again, the damage from Team Philippines is already there because you see Team Malaysia, they could not tank it anymore. This was the deciding factor.
At about 13, wow. This game ended just about at 20, and it was an 8-minute long comeback for Team Philippines.
And of course, there's Vinuia getting that penalty zone straight onto Hazik as well as Danish. If Team Malaysia secured the lure, there was a chance. With all the turrets that they have, it would have been enough. But this is just the nature of MLBB. Once a marksman gets his items, the damage is going to be there. You lost your window because again, you're playing double fighters. There's only so long that you can afford to give a lineup with the marksman.
Impressive micro movements from Team Malaysia, though I must give my flowers to Elton. You see how he delayed the minions there just by standing. I think that could have been a more important move to make instead of actually fighting Team Philippines, but I guess the rest of the map did not align with them for that to make sense or to make the most of that decision. After the wipeout, it's all Team Philippines. Do you think Hack comes back in?
At this point, I don't know, because that's got a big blow for Team Malaysia. Because again, we talked about it like what? After the first blunder where Team Malaysia essentially got wiped, that if you lose this one, how is the mental toll going to be onto you? Because you would think we did all that we can and we still could not end it.
And who's responsible for the mental on Team Philippines? The veteran, the father, the patriarch of Team Liquid, Team Philippines' own De La Cruz, 2-4-12, almost died in the opening seconds of this game and held on for dear life, communicating with, I'd say, everyone plus their coach. Mentally, telepathically, while everything was going on, because how do you keep the center of the map alive when Team Malaysia was coming at you that hard?
And if Team Malaysia really wants that gold, they only have one life left. For them to make it happen, they gotta go for a reverse sweep. And seeing what happened in game number 3, that's definitely gonna be difficult. This is definitely the longest game that we had so far, 20 minutes in. Team Malaysia probably needs an extended break at this point just to make sure that their head is in the right space.
This has been one of the faster elapsed games and series we've had all week long. Just the pacing of everything. We've gone through 3 games already at match point, and it's just about lunchtime. I think Team Malaysia need to consider this whole Danish hack swap, but I get it, I see it. Also maybe putting a little bit more on Elton. Because it's clear that Elton knows how to make the right calls when it matters. But maybe switch it up from the fighter side lanes to maybe something a little more selfish, something that has better scaling.
Yeah, a lot can be said in terms of the mistake. But right now we are going for a break because coming back might be the final game of this gold medal match. We'll see you guys right after this. Okay, it looks like we're going for a 2-minute break. Hopefully everyone here is feeling good. Make sure you keep yourself hydrated. And for the people in chat,
don't forget to use the bathroom.
Don't forget to use the bathroom. You can go on ahead. You know, just remind everyone, make sure that you're nice to each other. Here in the SEA Games, we'd like to promote. What do we want to promote? Celebrating each other's differences. There we go. There we go. Celebrating each other's differences. How's everyone in chat doing? Hopefully y'all doing quite well. That was a close game though. Malaysia did well. But shout out to the Philippines, able to come back from that one. Speaking of keeping yourself hydrated, I'm gonna be hydrating myself. After this, it will be the females team turn to go for the gold medal match. So let's all wish them good luck. Let's all hope they are having a good time. Water is amazing. I'm only saying this because I'm guessing you guys can hear me. Shout out to, you know, all my friends, the casters, production back in Malaysia. Y'all look great, man. I miss you guys. When I get back to Malaysia, I'm probably gonna get some ayam kapo because nothing better than just rice, chicken, and a very spicy sambal with kuah kacang. I have no idea how to say that in English. The closest thing I can say is nuts gravy. Might be wrong there, but oh well. 10 seconds in, Leo hasn't arrived yet, but it's okay because the timer will turn too soon. There's a little bit more time here for us to chat. What do you guys think about Leo shaving? Looks different, right? Y'all want me to shave? Y'all want to see how the fella looks like without the beard? Beard and without a stash. I wonder if we will see the crowning of the medals now or after today. I'm guessing it's the day. While we're doing this, I'm seeing production playing MCGG. Shout outs to MCGG.
I love MCGG.
Hey, looks like we're coming up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 33rd SEA Games here in Thailand. And right now, it is match point for Team Philippines. One more win, and we will solidify that Team Philippines has won the gold medal. Welcome back, my name is Rafael. Alongside me is Leo.
At your service for the remainder of this best of 7 and the following one. Still up to come on stage are the ladies of Team Philippines and Team Malaysia. But for now, we lock in. I think that's all that Team Malaysia can do right now. Lock in. Lafel, as much as Game 3 looked like it was theirs, how do you think they reset mentally? Because a loss like that, just slipping from your hands, I can't even imagine where to begin.
First step, going to the toilet.
I just did that.
Water is amazing.
Wash your hands, don't forget.
Keep yourself hydrated, wash your face.
And your hands.
Like, you know, even my therapist said that's a good way for you to reset. So shout outs to all the therapists out there. If you guys need mental help, find a therapist. Might even need some meds.
And then what's the next step? Like on the athletic side?
The coach. It's on the coach, making sure that the players know that, hey, we came close. We just, like an enemy, punch harder. That usually works.
Punch harder.
There you
Shout
go.
louder.
Exactly. Or,
I think it's the latter.
yeah.
The is less of like a final episode kind of thing.
It's like, make some noise.
Can I get a? Can
Shout
I
out,
hear? Yo!
shout out to Key and Peele, man.
I think Team Malaysia were on the right track. So, contrary to how we've been considering how they should adjust in game 1 and 2 and 3, I'll say just stay on track. Stay on course. Because it's not like they were losing a majority of game 3. That was their best shot. Maybe just be a little more consistent about it. If I'm reading the room correctly and my camera and my screen does not fail me, that is Danish still,
Yep.
who has Coach Michelangelo Bocado, also known as Coach Arcadia, over his shoulder. Imagine what this must be like for Coach Cruz right now, Team Philippines. He's one game away from getting gold.
Yep. By the way, shout outs to chat. Chat is saying W to us. They love us, and we love you guys back.
Thank you, chat.
We love the MLBB community. Y'all are great. We are great. Greater than ever.
I might bring back my beard if y'all ask nicely enough.
And I might lose mine. Right now.
Broken Walls is where we're going, and this is the back-to-back second outing we're having in this best of 7 in Broken Walls, which we saw that the Team Malaysia used to great extent. Again, their aggression helped for them to really get where they needed to go to really pressure Team Philippines. Can they do that again?
Well, it all starts in the draft here, where Team Philippines keeping up with the same bans, banning out the Fanny as well as the CC. Malaysia before this banned out the Yuzong, Hilda, and Eve. We'll see if there's a switch up here by Team Malaysia.
Not a single change by Team Philippines from games 1 to 3 in their bans. And if they had their way, they would also pick the same heroes in the first 3 slots, whether in red or blue. Is it time that they take out, I hate to say it, the Lancelot? What's more lethal to you, the Lancelot or the Granger?
Lance. Because the Granger...
So address the Lance.
Because I feel like the Granger is a big problem, for sure.
Even with the MVP performances, right?
Yeah, but the problem really is that never was in on that Lance, man. It's just a little bit too much, you know? Because there's always that chance that he will able to disrupt you in the early. Speaking of, a bit of difference here. Team Philippines, they're the one that actually banned out the E, where previously it was Team Malaysia. So now, Malaysia use Zong as well as the Hilda.
Are they telegraphing a Zushin first pick?
Maybe. Or they're just forcing Malaysia to ban out the Jushin so that nothing changes. Meaning like instead of banning out the Lancelot, they ban out the Jushin. So now the Lancelot is true. Don't see a reason why Team Philippines need to adjust here.
They can just go Lancelot again for the fourth game in a row. Nepomuceno gets his hero.
Yep. And I'm seeing people say no respect ban on the Lance, but hey, I gotta say the 3 bans up top, kind of legit. You kind of do not want to let those through as well. Malaysia,
those are already plenty of respect.
Yes, that the bans is huge respect here, and so far, no changes. Looks like we will be going for more of the same bans as well as picks. God Thought and the Granger for Team Philippines.
This has to be the Kimi for Team Malaysia. If we're following the order.
Or Esmeralda. Because I feel like the Esmeralda might get banned after this.
And there's a little bit more breathing room in mid. Yeah, what if they go Esmeralda, ban, and then they pick the Farsa, and then they lock out Pabico?
Yep. Well, Team Malaysia, 20 seconds in. Pick up the Kimi, and we're having roughly the same start, just switching up the ban between Eve as well as the Jushin. And they go for the Esmeralda. Because again, you know that Esmeralda will definitely get banned after this. But this means that Team Philippines might go for Hazik. Because I feel like the Suyo does not warrant a ban.
Yeah. Or even the Hayabusa. I was going to say, Team Malaysia ban out the Lunox. Already their first 3 heroes fold to the shred a Lunox brings. There's no room to be afraid of a carry since the Granger's already there. Hayabusa gets taken out by Team Philippines. and another mid laner, so that come Team Philippines turn to pick blue 4 and 5, they can just expect what comes out of Pabico.
Well, the Hayabusa still gets banned out here, just in case. Team Malaysia in the previous game, they banned out the Alice at this point. Considering that Vinuya used that Teresa, they were able to have a good first 12 minutes. But again, around that Lord, that catch onto Danish, that was huge. But again, it could be a something that Danish just has to remember and just don't make the same mistake.
Team Malaysia bans out the Alice, and the Team Philippines just bearing down on Danish. His hero selection is just compromised. They ban out the Joy. Team Philippines, they seem to be comfortable facing off against Ayus and Shin, which I get, because we've already proven through game 1 and 2, Team Philippines is good at attacking the economy. So if you can choke out Ayus and Shin out of its gold, then you should be fine.
Team Malaysia, previously, this is where they pick up the Esme. The Kimi is still open if Hazik still wants that. And his Kimi did do a lot of work here. I wonder, because at this point, there's no reason for Malaysia to change. It looks like they won't. They do pick up that Kimi left alone. So this is where we see the Farsa as well as the Teresa. Well, Team Philippines readjust again.
I like the Farsa even if it got bullied hard. The Terizla, it did its job later on, but there might be easier to execute heroes in the EXP lane. Let's see if it's in the books for Coach Cruz as he consults his team. Big smile on Coach Arcadia's face. LaFell, I don't think he's feeling the pressure.
Yep. Team Philippines now. Final pick. 12 seconds in. Looks like Team Philippines are really considering their final picks here. The Farsa, in my opinion, was game winning, so they do pick up the Farsa again, and they do pick up the Teresa, going for the same picks that won them game number 3.
They won't budge.
So is this going to be a Suyo, or will Danis switch it up? The Yisenshin is still there. Other than that, I don't think there's any other like meta S tier assassins.
Yeah. Unless there's a super pocket pick that Danish and Danish only can play. It's really just the Yusenshin or the Suyo. If they want to play game 3 again and do it better and not make any mistakes in the apex of that game, get the Suyo, go again.
This is the last pick. Suyo will basically get a repeat of game number 3, but I feel like for both Philippines and Malaysia, they want to say, not again. You fool me once. It will not happen again. We'll see whether Team Malaysia is able to actually bring the pressure again. And even if they do, can they stop themselves from, for lack of a better term, throw the game away at around 12 to 13 minutes?
Game number 4 is just around the corner. A breath away from playing the game of your life for the pride of your country, for all the young men and women looking up to you. Esports athletes, a breed of their own. Team Philippines versus Team Malaysia, playing a very similar game from game number 3, running it back. Match point for Team Philippines, 1 win away. Team Malaysia, all the pressure is on them.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 4. Philippines winning this one means they get the goal. Team Malaysia, this is their last and only chance to continue their run here in the gold medal match.
All right, we avoid the follies of the opening seconds from Team Philippines, wherein De La Cruz and Pabico at the flicker and revitalize immediately. And already it's a change in pace in the first minute of the game.
Yep. Looks like Team Malaysia, what they really want is just to protect their jungle for now. It looks like this is going to be free reign to Nepomuceno to grab that little Wanderer. So already a better start for Team Philippines here, because Team Malaysia cannot have a forward momentum now that the mistakes have been addressed.
That doesn't stop the fact that Team Malaysia will get a massive power spike at level 4. And Team Philippines will still wait for Soriano to get those items, get those stacks. Top lane, they're literally just playing what they did bottom lane, again, given what happened in Game 3, right? I just noticed how similar a Terizla and a Lapu-Lapu can be.
Yeah? How so?
The fact that as long as there's a lot of targets, the spell vamp on Terizla almost does what Lapu-Lapu's kit does.
Yep.
With just a little bit more damage with DOT and crowd control. But you need to work for it. That's the difference between why Lapu-Lapu is more in demand compared to Terizla.
Yep. If any players really want a 1v5 kind of hero, it's definitely the Lapu as well as the Terizla here. Kayum sees De La Cruz is there. Looks like this is going to be an honest fight around the turtle between Team Malaysia as well as Team Philippines. I believe Danish still got that crab, but now this is going to be the real fight here. Elton up top is taking a lot of damage from Soriano. Elton even taking that turtle shot will not be around the Lord. Sorry, Turtle.
Vinuya flickering on back. Feathered airstrike, the answer by Pabico. Forcing Danish to surge through. Does not go through the wall. Regen up the answer. Nepomuceno secures the turtle. Adrian gets taken down. The Apex Predator claims one.
A few missed kills by Team Malaysia. And now Elton is here. Can he be the game changer? Looks like the Earthen Rampant helped out Pabico. De La Cruz.
Whoa! Looking for a Rampart, Kayum. It's on cooldown.
And all the while, Nepomuceno is taking the jungle away from Danish. Looks like it is going to be successful. So it looks like Team Malaysia was not able to replicate the early advantage that they had in game number 3.
So far, Team Malaysia are staring down a 1K gold deficit. We really haven't checked in yet. How do you think Hazik, the mage prodigy, is taking all this? He's been playing Kimmy for 4 games straight.
Honestly, kind of unsure here because he had amazing games, but something that does take its toll when you're doing good, but it just feels like it's just not enough. And that's like the name of the game of this series so far. Team Philippines, like I said, is around 1,000 gold lead here. So Team Malaysia, they got to change their approach compared to game number 3, where game number 3, they were able to brute force their way in and getting those objectives. This time, they kind of have to wait for Team Philippines to make a mistake.
Exactly. It's such a change in tempo that I'm not sure if it has bearing that Team Malaysia will be the one waiting for a blunder. Team Malaysia just bearing down on Vinuya. Not much of an answer. And looking at the map, it looks like Team Philippines can't capitalize on the trade. Vinuya just accepted the fact that he got ganked.
Yep. Sometimes as a Lapu-Lapu, you know you're more of a team player rather than a solo carry there. Elton going up against Soriano and Pabico. Pabico using the Feather Airstrike, doing quite a lot of damage onto the Esmeralda. As tanky as the Esmeralda is, again, that damage coming in from that Farce is just way too big. And now Nepomuceno does have that War Axe. Gonna be able to fight for an extended period.
Elton pushing back Soriano. Vinuya and Nepomuceno leaning hard into it. De La Cruz looking for an engage. Nepomuceno secures. Dashing on out. Pabico holding strong. Feathered airstrike. AOG. De La Cruz helping his team retreat. Vinuya jumps in with the penalty zone. Hits 3. All 5 of Team Malaysia are here. They take down Vinuya. Hazik gets popped by Pabico on the feathered airstrike. Kayum gonna be up next. Soriano finds him. Now the back line gets punished. But Soriano found Danish on the retreat. Elton dancing around. Pabico and Soriano back to the laning phase like nothing happened.
Soriano again having an MVP performance. Team Malaysia looks like was caught by Vinuya again, making that sacrificial play, trading his health just to make sure that Soriano can get some kills. Elton trying to dance around. Soriano, so Pabico flickers forward. Elton gets taken down by Pabico. Will that be enough? Adrian is on to Pabico, able to fly outside of the map. But I think Malaysia is still okay with that trade, able to take down Soriano.
Even before Soriano got stacks, they shut him down. He already has a Sky Piercer. Pabico with a feathered airstrike. That's 3 members of a Team Malaysia looking to trade for that lost turret down bottom via Nepomuceno's slow push. Malaysia not taking this lying down, closing that gold lead up, keeping it at 1,000.
Yep. Gotta say, the athletes here from Team Malaysia clearly showing signs of fighting back, not giving up against the threat of Team Philippines here. Gotta say, they are really showing up here in the grand finals. Up top, though, it does look like Vinuya is doing quite a lot of damage onto Adrian. Vinuya gets caught by Kayum, but as a Terizla, hold on, Pabico drops there, gets taken down by Kayum. Unfortunate timing on the wings by wings, closing out.
Might not have been where Pabico anticipated he would land, but he will not be here for the opening seconds of this turtle take. Final turtle spawns lower quarter. That lead has shrunk once again. Team Philippines barely looking at 500 between them and Team Malaysia. Malaysia goes ahead and rushes this turtle take. All 5 members jumping in. Elton with a falling star moon. The answer from Vinuya, penalty zone. Danish with a secure, but Hazik falls. And they continue to wail away. Idrin gonna be up next here. More stacks for Soriano. Double kill for the Granger.
I'm pretty sure that's what Team Philippines prefer. Even if they don't get the turtle, the fact that they're able to give more kills over to Soriano, and Elton gets taken down by him as well. The win condition of Team Philippines keeps on getting activated this entire best of 7.
Talking about more stacks, he just got another. Down bottom, Kayum. Waiting for a response, Soriano. Not enough damage there just yet. Traction pulse thrown out by Hazik to try and slow the bleeding. The waves from Team Malaysia will push on through. Team Philippines claiming 1,000 gold up once more. Now at 2, Danish gets popped by Pabico. Hazik trying to save himself. Idrin gets taken down by Nepomuceno. Hazik is the double kill claim for Team Philippines. Nepomuceno running through them, 3 for none.
Good ambush coming in from Team Philippines. Started off with the Unbreakable being followed up by Vinuya with the penalty zone, able to catch Danish. And now Team Philippines with a commanding lead. They're already forcing out that holy shield from the bottom lane from Team Malaysia.
Top lane, slow push by Nepomuceno. This is what Team Malaysia was avoiding. The fact that they were waiting for Team Philippines to overextend, yet Team Philippines playing an almost perfect macro game, allowing for certain trades, led us to this point where in defending and contesting this first Lord take, spawning in the upper quarter, might almost seem impossible.
Yep. Now Malaysia, in the previous game, they were ahead and they were not able to close out the game. Now with Team Philippines in the lead, and again, they're having a marksman that is continue to scale up, same as Pabico on this Farsa, that is continuously scaling up as well. And it's going to be more and more dangerous unless Malaysia finds a crazy catch. It's not going to work. Elton might get taken down here by De La Cruz. One of the main frontliners from Team Malaysia just got taken down just like that.
And what's painful is he had to spend his sprint, so he had plans of getting on out of there. It wasn't a sacrificial play. And now Soriano gets compromised. They're revitalized from De La Cruz. Vinuya gets taken down. Looking for 2, the trade. Kayum and Idrin fall.
I would say that was an MVP performance coming in from De La Cruz, because he was the one that made it so that Soriano survived, not only with the revitalized, but also that Unbreakable.
Nepomuceno bloodthirsty in this game, playing more of a utility and economy type Lancelot in the first games of this series. Now at 4-0-2, building his malefic roar, now goes straight for the Lord. The map is all blue. Lafel, where else can Team Malaysia go?
At this point, even I don't know, because Team Philippines, they're 7,600 goal lead, one of the bigger leads that they had all series long. And Team Malaysia, in terms of the wave clear, is not all that great. This really is a draft where you want to get ahead. You want to get ahead early. So once you lose that window, the first 4 minutes, that's where you're strongest. And now we're at 10 minutes in. Based on the draft, this is all Team Philippines.
Team Malaysia, their number 1 priority now is to take care of these waves. I'd say over the next 45 minute long, use these holy shields. Holding on to these holy shields might cost you your lives, might even sacrifice a different inhibitor on a different lane. Almost 10,000 gold. Team Philippines is up. Elton has sacrificed himself. Idrin has died way too many times. Team Philippines slowly going in for what could possibly be the final push.
Team Philippines with 9,000 goal lead. De La Cruz jumps forward. Nepomuceno tries to find his target. Fed an airstrike onto Elton. Elton has to go back into the base. Hazik is all alone, dealing with the Lord. Team Philippines able to get top, able to get mid, and now they want to push forward.
The house is clean as Team Philippines goes ahead and takes one. Nepomuceno may have overstepped his attacks. Down goes Danish. The freeze by Vinuya. A wave down bottom, gonna take that last inhibitor. Vinuya spell vamping off of these minions. Team Malaysia, a 4-man defense against 4. Kayum with a tech charge. Rampart keeping them in. Pabico with a better airstrike. Hazik might have compromised him. There's the flicker. Kayum gets taken down. Soriano, the shutdown by Elton. AOG, De La Cruz calls it quits. Team Philippines cannot finish.
And
Team Malaysia lives.
Elton wants to continue. He wants to get a kill, but Pabico does too much damage. Pabico gets a kill there, unable to punish Team Philippines. Team Philippines, even though they did die there, but still all the inhibitors are down. This is permanent damage on the base of Team Malaysia.
It went from worse to bad. Team Malaysia are not out of chances just yet. The fact that the base still stands means they can still defend. 6,500 though, still a monolithic lead. This Lord, 30 seconds coming up, upper quarter. Am I right to say they cannot contest?
They might have to.
It might be the only choice.
I mean, like, I agree.
It might not be a good choice.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, but at this point, it's kind of like if you don't contest and you don't think you can protect the base, it's kind of like playing not to win. And is that really the kind of mindset that you want in a gold medal match?
So the hard truth is, Team Malaysia just has to put on their big boy pants and say, we're gonna try.
They gotta create a miracle, because at this point, it's not gonna be given over to them. Team Philippines will not make a mistake.
All right, here's an effort to do just that. Kayum and Danish a little deep on the other side of the river.
Oh,
De La Cruz spotting them. Pabico put in here. Hazik, he's popping. Nepomuceno gets that Lord, but Pabico gets taken down by Kayum.
And look at this, Team Philippines understand. Malaysia might get cheeky here, so they're trading mid for mid. Wait, no, Hazik's supposed to vice. Wait,
exactly, what? There's no kill for Team Philippines there.
Oh!
This slows down the push. The Lord in mid, but Pabico out in 20.
All right. Legit, the Hazik would have been taken down there, and now Elton trying to clear the waves. Team Malaysia, this is still going to be a difficult push to stop. Vinuya hitting onto Noah and getting pushed back with the crown used, trying to delay his death. And Adrian as well, taking too much damage. Soriano all the way in the back, dealing free damage. And looks like Nepomuceno gets onto Danish. Look at the base. The base gets taken down. Philippines wins gold.
Team Philippines, Sibo stands tall, walking strong, winning the gold medal match 4-0.
Congratulations to Team Philippines, again bringing a gold back home. But congratulations still to Team Malaysia for going back with the silver, playing valiantly. We're seeing celebrations all around with their very best efforts. I feel like Team Malaysia can still go back with a smile because they know they gave their very best, and we can see the respect from all 10 athletes on stage.
On home soil in 2019, in Vietnam amidst the pandemic, in Cambodia, and now in Bangkok, Thailand, Team Philippines bag another gold in the realm of men's MLBB.
Again, big congratulations. This is, I would say the dominance continues here in the SEA Games. So we'll see what is up in store for the players. But for now, we're going to be looking at the highlights. And again, much different from game number 3, where this time Team Philippines, they got the advantage and they kept it.
This is insanity on many different levels. Number one, the fact that neither team decided to change much, expecting a different result, that's insanity. The fact that Team Philippines maintains this level of consistency on top of the MLBB world, the apex of competition, that's insanity. The fact that Nepomuceno's Lancelot was left untouched and opened a majority of the series, the same draft for Team Philippines from rolls 1 to 5, that's insanity.
That's the best way to talk about our gold medal match. It's just full of insanities from all sides. But again, this is huge. As we see, it looks like on the stage, we're seeing our gold medalists along with their flag.
I understand why Team Philippines is so excited to celebrate. For a majority of this lineup, Team Philippines, this version of Seaball, it's their first gold medal. For Nepomuceno, might just be another Wednesday.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone that likes Wednesday. You know, some people really do like it, but either ways, amazing attempt from Team Malaysia as well. We can see a lot of good defenses. They made plays and they took risk. So still, they should be able to go back home with their heads held high, because for Malaysia, they have done their very best. But this is just one of those situations where you say, try again.
And I'm sure in the next major outing of Team Malaysia, they will find success and they will work hard. But today it's all about this gold medal match, the sweep, the victory. Once again, for Team Philippines, watching that moment on camera and in-game, our MVP, none other than the patriarch of Cebol, Philippines, De La Cruz, the Gatot Kacha, his second game back-to-back, 1-1 and 18.
And both with MVP performances, 90% kill participation, being able to protect all the carries, man. Every single time Team Malaysia attempted for a dive, he is there with the Unbreakable as well as the Revitalize, making it so that with all the attempt the Team of Malaysia tried, it was just not enough. The fact that he had the Encourage Boots as well, giving extra damage for Soriano, for Pabico. This is Team Philippines playing around De La Cruz so that they can have maximum damage and maximum support.
Interesting call out. Yes, those red roam boots. Usually, more often than not, we've seen conceal so that they get better engages. Here, they're not thinking about that. Team Malaysia was the one coming to them about 90% of the time. So that's why they answered with a set of Encourage Boots, which did just that. Got Soriano to a level where he's dealing, 27% of damage, despite Nepomuceno having quite the game himself on the Lancelot.
Personally, as a roamer, I do prefer the Encourage Boots as well. We'll see in the next patch how the changes really roll out. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing on screen our gold medalists.
Team Philippines celebrating this win on stage. I honestly don't know how to feel. It felt like this elapsed. It feels like a dream, how fast it all happened.
And it's not over yet for us for today, because we do have the females gold medal match right after this. Philippines against Malaysia as well. Here, taking pictures on stage. They must be feeling very, very proud.
The split between the MVP performances, 2 for Soriano and 2 for De La Cruz. It's all about the gold lane. It's all about the roam.
Yep. Again, we're seeing on stage big congratulations all around. So we'll probably be seeing the award ceremony right after this for you guys. Make sure you guys redeem a code GOLD MLBB MEN, one time per person.
So, with all of the thousands, nearing millions watching, there's one for everyone, all right? So click that in-game profile icon, click settings, and then type this redemption code in there. Once more, it's GOLD MLBB MEN.
Yep. Shout outs to you guys for watching. That was an amazing series. Despite it being 4-0, I like that there was a lot of, back and forth, fighting around, and a sign of not giving up. Because as fans of MLBB, that's what we really like to see.
Oh yeah, this gold medal match had its moment, and I'm excited to see a majority of these athletes compete in the next World Championships coming up. That is what's on the horizon.
Yep, for sure. Looks like we are setting things up on stage. Having a good day here, Leo.
It's a great day.
I'm glad I get to do the SEA Games with you.
Never rained in Bangkok while we were here.
Oh, yeah.
So the weather was just... Compliments to the chef. That is the weather here.
Nice way to put it. So, yeah, as you guys can see over here, they're just celebrating their shout-outs Thailand 2025. The rain continues. So, again,
the rain, like Philippines rain.
R-E-I-G-N. There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
I thought like we just talked about the weather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of weather, we'll see when we get back to Malaysia and Philippines, see how the weather is like there. I feel like a lot of people have catch our conversation during the break, so really looking forward for us to have breakfast when we get back home, which is going to be tomorrow, so that's going to be interesting. Going to spend one more night here.
I haven't been home in about a month.
Later on, I won't be home for a month, maybe more. Home is great. If you guys are at home and you guys get to spend time with your pets,
Appreciate it.
appreciate it. Because me, I already miss my cat, man. My cat is a monster, but she's nice.
I miss my boys. Speaking of cats,
Yeah.
Cups and Castle.
All of my cats are females, and it's not by choice, by accident.
I'm happy with my boys.
Yeah. So it looks like we are going for a break, but when we come back, it should be the award ceremony. My name is Afel, and this is Leo. We'll see you guys for the female gold medal match later on.
fight. It's my time. Oh, though I spend days and nights just chasing the right flight for my own life. Now 1% could change the lane of straight through every fall I dared to climb. I'm flying through the sky with hope that never dies. Been low, but now I rise. I'm going higher this time. I'm gonna shine. If I have to fight a battle, more than once to truly win it, and I'll do it, do it, do it, do it again. One day I'll turn my zero into first place. I will win this race. Walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday. Getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I could still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100. Walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday. Getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I could still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100. If I wanna prove, gotta move ever forward. Ever forward. If I wanna prove, gotta move ever forward. Ever forward.
Go, keep it moving, don't stop. Tell you we won't stop climbing up to the top, yeah. Even if the weather's cold or it's hot, if you're ready or you're not, go to show 'em what you got now. Been grinding for my whole life, so do what you gotta do. Keep it moving, this is your life. I spend days chasing dreams for so many nights. Still here, never last, cause I do it right. Get the fire inside and keep burning. Every time I breathe, yeah, we live and we learn it. And you know I never leave it even done yet. I got the heat, gotta keep it 100.
If I have to fight a battle, more than once to truly win it, and I'll do it, do it, do it, do it again. One day I'll turn my zero into first place. I will win this race. Walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday. Getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I can still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100. Walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday. Getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I can still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100. Walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday. Getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I could still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100. Feel the light, the dream is calling in the night, telling me that this is what I've needed all this time. It feels so right. Nothing could ever pull me down. The stars are shining now. Ready to fight. It's my time. Oh, though I spend days and nights just chasing the right flight for my own life. Now 1% could change the lane of straight through every fall I dared to climb. I'm flying through the sky with hope that never dies. Been low, but now I rise. I'm going higher this time. I'm gonna shine. If I have to fight a battle, more than once to truly win it, and I'll do it, do it, do it, do it again. One day I'll turn my zero into
don't stop. Tell you we won't stop climbing up to the top, yeah. Even if the weather's cold or it's hot, if you're ready or you're not, gonna show 'em what you got now. Being grinded for my whole life, so do what you gotta do, keep it moving, this is your life. I spend days chasing dreams, so many nights, still here, never left, cause I do it right. Get the fire inside and keep burning. Every time I breathe, yeah, we live and we learn it. And you know I never leave it even done yet. I got the heat, gotta keep it 100.
If I have to fight a battle, more than once to truly win it, and I'll do it, do it, do it, do it again. One day I'll turn my zero into first place. I will win this race, walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday, getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I can still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100, walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday, getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I can still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100. Walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday, getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I could still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100. Feel the light, the dream is calling in the night, telling me that this is what I've needed all this time. It feels so right, nothing could ever pull me down. The stars are shining now, ready to fight, it's my time, oh. Though I spend days and nights just chasing the right flight for my own life, now 1% could change the lane of straight through every fall I dared to climb. I'm flying through the sky with hope that never dies. Been low but now I rise, I'm going higher this time, I'm gonna shine. If I have to fight a battle more than once to truly win it, and I'll do it, do it, do it, do it again. One day I'll turn my zero into first place. I will win this race, walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday, getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I could still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100, walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday, getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I could still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100. If I wanna prove, gotta move ever forward, ever forward. If I wanna prove, gotta move ever forward, ever forward.
Too big. Go, keep it moving, don't stop. Tell you we won't stop climbing up to the top, yeah. Even if the weather's cold or it's hot, if you're ready or you're not, gonna show 'em what you got now. Being grinded for my whole life, so do what you gotta do, keep it moving, this is your life. I spend days chasing dreams, so many nights, still here, never left, cause I do it right. Get the fire inside and keep burning. Every time I breathe, yeah, we live and we learn it. And you know I never leave it even done yet. I got the heat, gotta keep it 100.
If I have to fight a battle more than once to truly win it, and I'll do it, do it, do it, do it what I've needed all this time. It feels so right. Nothing could ever pull me down. The stars are shining now. Ready to fight. It's my time. Oh. Though I spend days and nights just chasing the right flight for my own life. Now 1% could change the lane of straight through every fall I dared to climb. I'm flying through the sky with hope that never dies. Been low but now I rise. I'm going higher this time. I'm gonna shine. If I have to fight a battle, more than once to truly win it, and I'll do it, do it, do it, do it again. One day I'll turn my zero into first place. I will win this race. Walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday. Getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I could still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100. Walking through all the flames, gonna get there someday. Getting closer to my dreams, even if it's just 1%. And after all the rain, I could still feel the fire in me. Watch me, I will reach 100. If I wanna prove, gotta move ever forward. Ever forward. If I wanna prove, gotta move ever forward. Ever forward.
Too big. Go, keep it moving, don't stop. Tell you we won't stop climbing up to the top, yeah. Even if the weather's cold or it's hot, if you're ready or you're not, go to show 'em what you got now. Been grinding for my whole life, so do what you gotta do. Keep it moving, this is your life. I spend days chasing dreams for so many nights. Still here, never last, cause I do it right. Get the fire inside and keep burning. Every time I breathe, yeah, we live and we learn it. And you know I never leave it even done yet. I got the heat, gotta keep it 100.
If I have to fight a battle, more than once to truly